For more information, visit BexHybrids.com.
Hey, in this time of high inflation, remember, Goodwill stores have the lowest propane prices in town. So, get your propane tank filled at the Goodwill Plaza store in Newark, the Goodwill Unlimited store in Heath, Goodwill at the Lake in Buckeye Lake, or the Goodwill Plus store in Fredericktown, and save big. Goodwill can fill normal-sized grill tanks to motorhome and even large contractor tanks by the gallon. At Goodwill, you're always guaranteed the lowest propane prices in town.
Pizza Cottage in Mount Vernon is one of 11 pizza cottages in Ohio. They are among the nation's best performing pizzerias and ranked in Pizza Today. The finest ingredients is used daily. Treat your customers and employees like family and always give back to the community. Offering not only takeout but also dine-in and full bar. Book your group parties today. Find Pizza Cottage on Facebook or go to pizza-cottage.com to begin your journey of tastes.
This is ONN.
And that'll put a wrap on week number 4 of tonight in high school football. As always, wherever your team's in action, hopefully they're going to come out on top. For Brian Mays, I'm Skip Mossick. Enjoy your game broadcast. This is the Ohio News Network.
This has been the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Football. Presented by Bex Hybrids and by Ohio for Responsible Gambling. A reminder, you can listen to many of our affiliate broadcasts from across the state at ONNradio.com from the Ohio News Network.
Veterans serving veterans.
That's what we do here at Knox County Veteran Services. Hi, I'm Kevin Henthorne, your Executive Director.
And I'm Financial Coordinator Melissa Schenk.
And we're here to meet the needs of Knox County veterans and their families.
We can help with emergency financial assistance,
filing of disability and pension claims, VA healthcare enrollment, and even transportation to VA healthcare facilities.
Please give us a call at 740-393-6742 or stop in and see us at our new location at 105 East Chestnut Street in Mount Vernon.
Welcome to Danbury Mount Vernon by StoryPoint Group, where we spend every minute of every day providing the best for our residents. We offer living options from villas to independent living, assisted living, and memory care. Our network of communities offers a calendar of enriching activities, fresh chef-prepared meals daily, and a supportive and dedicated team, all of which creates an unmatched experience for seniors and families. If you're looking for an award-winning senior living community that feels like home, then Danbury Senior Living is right for you. Come and discover why life at Danbury Community is so special.
Elite Preparedness stands as Ohio's unrivaled destination for top-tier firearms training and related services. Experience our state-of-the-art facilities in scenic southern Knox County, stock up in our pro shop, and enjoy our indoor and outdoor range options. Our expert cadre leads an unparalleled lineup of classes and personal training sessions. We also offer VIP transportation, armored vehicle services, along with security and executive protection services. Reach out at 740-263-1234, explore online at elitepreparedness.com, or visit our facilities at 25580 Bell Church Road, Utica, Ohio, to witness the ultimate in preparedness and training.
You out block him, you out tackle him, you out hit him, you out hustle. Nothing cheap. From the heart.
Colopy in motion from right out to the left side on a wheel route, dropping back. Wegesser, he gets tangled up with one defender, gets loose to the right sideline, throws it down the field, has a man open, comes back and catches it at the 3-yard line.
Sometimes in life, you have to make people earn your respect.
Looking deep again, and Chen's back there. He got it. First down at the 20-yard line. I'll tell you what, that was a great job by Chen to adjust and come back to that ball.
It's the Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights. Your home for high school football is 100.9 FM and 93.7 HD2 WMVO. The players are hyped. The fans are pumped. The broadcast is ready to go. It's the Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights, brought to you in part by
Starting Point of Knox County, Griffin Insurance, Howard Hilton, Foster's Pharmacy, Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Spearman Financial Services, Elite Preparedness, Pizza Cottage, Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction, Licking Knox Goodwill, Utica Feed and Hardware, Alumni Roofing, Danbury Senior Living, Knox County Veteran Services, Marengo Hardware, Buckeye Stoves, Agent Cheyenne Peck with Howard Hanna, Country Court Skilled Nursing, and the Living Center Senior Living Apartment Community.
It's high school football on 100.9 FM and 93.7 HD2 WMVO.
And it is week number 4 here at Fredericktown High School. Welcome to tonight's Starting Point of Knox County pregame show here on WMVO. I'm Curtis Newland, and joining me, Jared Stein. We've got an exciting matchup ahead as Fredericktown takes on Cardington. Both teams tonight hungry for a win at the beginning of the KMAC season. 2-1, Cardington comes into Fredericktown. 1-2, the Fredericktown Freddies. Jared, what are your first thoughts going into tonight's matchup?
Well, my first thoughts, Curtis, KMAC football time now, right? Excited, always excited for week 4 of the season and the rest of this year. KMAC has been a fun conference, and I'm darn excited about it. But, you know, Curtis, Fredericktown comes in with a balanced offense attack, capable of moving the ball through the air and on the ground, making them a bit of a dual threat. Whereas on the other side, Cardington leans heavily on that ground game, led by the powerhouse Wyatt Denny. And might I add, he's a pretty darn good lineman that can get a good push for him as well. Early control of this game will be key for both teams, establishing momentum from the rip. That's what needs to be done.
What's the biggest factor that could swing this game either way tonight in week number 4?
Yeah, the biggest factor is Fredericktown's defense. They are allowing 245 yards per game, which is a little bit unacceptable at this point in the season. If they can tighten that up, Cardington has an explosive offense with Wyatt Denny first and foremost leading the charge. Fredericktown really needs to stop that run game and force Cardington in passing situations, right?
Indeed. And, you know, one other thing, too, that we want to mention tonight, penalties. We've seen it a lot in the games we've covered already. A lot of penalties with Mount Vernon in the last couple of weeks. Personal fouls. That's been something that has also been happening to Fredericktown, something they were going to want to get in control of tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the first game you and I did, Curtis, was Fredericktown at Highland, and it was a big win for this Fredericktown team to open up the season. Both of those teams had numerous penalties. It's kind of like bad luck you and I have together.
Don't be putting that on us here. Not this early in the season. It's the Starting Point pregame show here on WMVO, Starting Point of Mount Vernon. You'll see a video on the video side here in just a little bit. We'll take a break. Back with more on the pregame show next on WMVO Sports.
This is Jess Kirby, Development Director from Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center. We are here to be a light in the darkness for our community, so please join us for a 5K and Family Glow Night fundraiser on Saturday, October 5th from 6 to 8:30 p.m. at the MVNU Chapel. There will be family activities including a coffee truck, ice cream, a bounce house, yard games, and hundreds of glow items to share. To register, visit friendsofksp.com and click on the 5K tab. Come shine with us.
Utica Feed and Hardware offers a wide range of services to our clients. With a grain elevator, you'll be loaded up and off on your way in no time. We have formulated feed mixes for livestock as well. If you're in need of plumbing, electrical, paints, lawn and garden supplies, we have you covered. Located in Utica at 138 Church Street, 740-892-3831. Utica Feed and Hardware, 740-892-3831.
At the Living Center in Mount Vernon, we provide active, carefree, and secure senior living. Our on-site restaurant and salon mean no more battling Mother Nature to enjoy a meal and feel and look good. Give us a call at 740-397-3897. Visit us at thelivingcenter.net or at 201 North Main Street in Mount Vernon and find us on social media. Everyone at the Living Center wishes all of the area student athletes the best of luck this season. The Living Center is a Levering Management senior apartment community.
Hey, football fans, as we cheer on our teams this season, let's talk about a crucial support team right here in Mount Vernon.
At Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center, we're here to support you through every decision, just like a coach guides you through the big game.
Whether it's about pregnancy testing or exploring your options, Starting Point is all about giving you the information and support you need.
Just like every play counts on the field, every choice you make for your life matters.
For more information, visit knoxstartingpoint.com.
Knox Starting Point, you have more choices than you think.
And welcome back, everyone. Fredericktown High School on WMBO Sports. Curtis Newland, Jared Stein with you. Let's dive into Fredericktown quick. They're coming off a tough 18-15 loss to Utica, but Blake Sipes had a standout game on the ground. Jared, break down Fredericktown's key players and what we should expect from them tonight.
Well, absolutely. Blake Sipes is the heart of this Fredericktown offense, no questions asked. He's a true dual-threat quarterback coming off a strong performance last week with 171 rushing yards. That's quarterback, folks. That averaged 9.5 yards per carry in the tough loss to Utica. Now, Utica's a tough team this year. The key for Sipes tonight will be protecting that darn football. He had 2 interceptions last game, and they really hurt them in a bad spot during the game. He'll need to clean up that and give Fredericktown a real opportunity tonight. Meanwhile, Fredericktown also has Elijah Roush. He has been a steady in the backfield with 180 yards for the season. Look for him to be a key contributor on the ground as well, complementing Sipes in what should be a balanced attack here tonight.
And it's going to be critical for controlling the tempo and time of possession. I mean, last week that was probably one of the factors. I watched the second half of that game. We weren't at it. Our other crew was. Watched the second half of that game. They got to the goal line. They weren't able to get it in. Utica stopped them, but Utica controlled the possession time for the rest of the game. Yeah,
no, they sure did. And time of possession is so crucial. And that kind of really breaks into special teams too, right? Getting that field position. For Fredericktown, that rushing attack is absolutely critical. Controlling the tempo, maintaining time possession will be key, especially after how they struggled that second half last week.
Coming up, we've got the Coaches Show here on the starting point of Knox County pregame show. Tyler Mathias, our sports director, talked with Coach Will Hartley from Fredericktown and Coach Brian Getzman from Cardington. That's coming up next on the Starting Point pregame show on WMBO Sports.
The full-service commercial roofing contractor providing commercial and industrial roofing solutions. Located in Lexington, Ohio, providing service to much of north central Ohio, including the greater metropolitan areas of Columbus, Cleveland, and Akron. Preventive maintenance program, roof health assessment, storm damage assessment, roof replacement, roof restoration, and more. Call 419-884-9715 and mention this ad to receive a free thermal scan and a full roof health assessment. Alumni Roofing would like to give a shout out to the Fredericktown High School Band Program.
Howard Hilton Grill, just east of Apple Valley on Coshocton Road, has a casual, cozy atmosphere, offering comfort food and good times. Open daily from 10 in the morning to 1 a.m., now adding Sunday morning breakfast at 8 a.m. The Howard Hilton also recently added on an outdoor tiki bar seating patio option with big screen TV. Stop by and enjoy great tastes like the Hilton Burger or enjoy Taco Tuesdays at the Howard Hilton in Howard. That's the Howard Hilton, 740-599-2337.
All right, Will Hartley is with us, head football coach of the Fredericktown Freddies, playing at home tonight, opening up K-MAC play against the Cardington Lincoln Pirates. And we appreciate Coach Hartley spending some time with us here. Well, the Fredericktown Freddies last week, 18-15, tough loss in that ball game to the Utica Redskins. Coach, what stood out in that game for you? It was a tough night, rain, and the weather was a fact last week, but what stood out to you in that matchup?
Well, I think for the second week in a row.
Hey, football fans, as we cheer on our
lesson that we took from the game is that we got to take advantage of opportunities early.
Mm-hmm.
We left a lot of points on a lot of scoring opportunities on the field in the first half, and only came away with 7 points at halftime. And that's the second week in a row where we've had some deep drives and come up empty, and then we're in these tight ball games and not being able to get it done at the end.
Yeah. As you look at, some of the highlights of some of the things that maybe went right in that game on Friday night, what maybe could you build off of from last Friday night?
Well, definitely. I mean, just like the same as in Northridge in week 2. I mean, the kids didn't quit.
Mm-hmm.
They kept battling. We got down by 2 scores, but they kept their composure, and we were able to get within 1 score. And then we had a great play. Dalton Lang, senior defensive back, made a great play and got us a pick, and that put us in position to win the game late, and unfortunately we just weren't able to do it. But the pluck and not giving up, that's definitely something that we can build on.
Yeah, obviously last week, again, you mentioned kind of the weather, but turnovers have kind of been an issue at times too, and that obviously stalling drives for you guys too.
Yeah, that's the big theme this week. We got to take care of the football, and we have to finish drives, especially when we get in the red zone.
Yeah. You're going to take on a Cardington Lincoln Pirate team that, they like the ground. They ran for a lot last week, and Wyatt Denny's run for over 330 yards this season. And when you have a team that can run the football, what are some of the concerns you have with the Cardington Lincoln Pirates as you go into the matchup tonight?
Yeah, it is a concern because teams have been able to put these long drives together against us, which have proven to be pretty crucial in these tight games. Yeah, Denny, he's one of the better backs in the league. He's a tough kid. Cardington's always a team that when things start going well for them, you definitely see that momentum and confidence build. So we need to make sure that we get out of the gate quickly. We gain the momentum and keep the momentum throughout the game.
Yeah. Again, Coach Will Hartley with us, Fredericktown Freddies. The KMAC, this is the start of the conference season. What stands out to you in the Knoxmore Athletic Conference as you start conference play tonight?
I think what stands out to me the most, I mean, there's a lot of really good teams this year. It seems like all the teams, their numbers are up. They're well coached. They got a lot of experience back on the rosters. So it seems like across the board there's a lot of talent in the league this year. Obviously, I think the two teams are the ones that have been the top in the conference over the last few years, and that's Danville and Northmore. Northmore's been putting up some really impressive numbers, and seems like they're playing really good defense as well because they haven't given up very much. And obviously Danville's off to a 3-0 start as well.
Again, we appreciate Will Hartley joining us here. What are the keys, though? I mean, you mentioned already a couple of them. Any other keys to winning the ball game against Cardington tonight?
Well, we got to have a great night defensively. As you said, they got a really tough running attack. We have to take away those big home runs that Denny's able to get. When they have to pass the football, we really need to put pressure on the quarterback and force him into mistakes and get some turnovers ourselves. And then offensively, we just have got to cut out the mistakes and hold on to the ball and finish drives.
All right, Will Hartley, Fredericktown Freddies head coach, and we appreciate him joining us, Coach. We'll talk to you after the ball game, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
This is Jess Kirby, Development Director from Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center. We are here to be a light in the darkness for our community, so please join us for a 5K and Family Glow Night fundraiser on Saturday, October 5th from 6 to 8:30 p.m. at the MVNU Chapel. There will be family activities including a coffee truck, ice cream, a bounce house, yard games, and hundreds of glow items to share. To register, visit friendsofksp.com and click on the 5K tab. Come shine with us.
Avita Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is proud to care for area athletes. Fellowship trained in complex knee and shoulder surgery, orthopedic surgeon Dr. Kyle Randall and sports medicine physician Dr. Jeremy Ream provide comprehensive sports medicine and orthopedic care for athletes, weekend warriors, and anyone who wants to get back on their feet, from strains and sprains to ACL and shoulder reconstruction. Avita has the experts you need. Call 419-709-8645.
If market volatility is keeping you awake at night, call Spearman Financial Services. Spearman Financial Services have seen plenty of ups and downs, and this is normal. As our old high school football coach would remind us, the true champion is found with your ability to bounce back after a loss. So stop losing sleep and call the team who will coach you through the good times and the bad times. Spearman Financial Services, financial plans that last a lifetime.
Securities offered through Valmark Securities Incorporated, member FINRA, SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Valmark Advisors Incorporated, SEC registered investment advisor. Spearman.
Friday Night Lights presented by Coverage Electric Plumbing and Construction on WMVO. All right, it is a Friday night. We appreciate you joining us here. And tonight we've got the Fredericktown off a 46-8 win last week. And Ryan Getzman, the head coach of the Cardington Lincoln Pirates, with us here today. Coach, before we talk a little bit about opening up the KMAC season at Fredericktown and things, I want to talk about last week. You had a good win, 46-8. You start the year 2-1. Tell us about.
We took care of the football for the most part. We put the ball on the ground a couple times, which was beyond addressed this week, but we ran the ball, sound football, and they did a great job with that.
Right. When you talk about the ground game, is that what Cardington's about? You want to run the ball first and ground and pound, or you spread it out team? What do we see with Cardington?
Yeah, we're going to try to run the football a lot more this year. Last year we tried to air it out a little bit, and I felt like we had to do that at times because we got behind quickly. But, this year we're trying to take a little different approach, and we have a nice tailback in Wyatt Denny, and he's kind of been the focal point of our offense. We have Kalen Briggs has done a great job for us as well. So we have a couple of really nice pieces carrying the football, and we knew those guys could be special for us. So like, how do we highlight them the best? And we thought, the approach we're taking right now is the best approach.
When you look at running the football, you got to have an offensive line that can stand up and make some holes for these guys. Your offensive line seems to be doing pretty well here early in the season, Coach.
Yeah, so far we took 2 kids that played tight end and that played fullback for us last year, moved them to guard, and that's been really game-changing for us. Christopher Kenzie's done a great job, and we put him down at right guard, and then Devin Semino is playing left guard for us. And those 2, again, one was a tight end last year and one was our fullback. And when we started looking at the offense, you're really going to be a unglorified fullback. You're not.
When you think about it, you mentioned kind of the ground game thing, and you got to keep them honest with the passing game as well. Can you tell us a little bit about your quarterback and a little about your defense too?
Yeah, Journey Williamson's our quarterback. He's a second-year starter. He started for us last year. Week 1 against Elgin, he threw for just over 130 yards. Again, was a game we were able to big play him, but we got to the point late in the game where he had to throw the ball, and he was able to do it. Mm-hmm. And we're super proud of him for that. Being able to do that and we've talked to our guys, hey, we're going to run the football first, and they know that. And after that week, it was like, okay, we can still throw the ball, mm-hmm. and that was really encouraging for us as a staff and for him as well, because he did a great job. He was poised. He stepped up in the pocket and delivered a ball on a 4th and 22 that was unbelievable. And then again, like I said, second-year starter, and he's tough as nails. I mean, he'll stand in there and he'll take his licks, and he'll stand right back up. So that's always great when you have that run leading your offense. Yeah. Then our defense, again, I talk about the Kinsey kid who switched from fullback to guard for us. He's one of our middle linebackers along with Wyatt Denny, and those 2 right now are leading our defense. They've done like Wyatt and Chris and Journey and Kalen and so many others, Denton Garrison and Devin Semino and Caden Wells. We have kids like that who just bought into everything we've asked of them. And, that's been awesome. And defensively, they've done the same thing. We're still running the same defense we have for the last couple of years. Mm. And so they're pretty familiar with it, and we're starting to kind of settle into that outside of that Mohawk game. So,
well, when you look at going forward in the KMAC, what stands out to you with the KMAC as a whole, Ryan?
I mean, you look at leagues across the state, and it's like, wow, like they have some off nights. Yeah. And honestly, the last couple of years, we were the off night, and that's been our challenge to the kids. Hey, you can't be the off night anymore. Mm-hmm. You can't be the get right game, and we talked about that, and they've bought into that, and hopefully that continues to pay off. And tonight I hope we're not Fredericktown the get right game anymore. That's not who we're trying to be. We're trying to be, hey, we're going in there to give them our best and make them beat us the right way if they can, and on the same verse, they're going to be doing the same thing. If we can beat them, they're going to make us do it the right way. And that's what you want in high school athletics and high school sports, and what better sport to do that in than football.
What stands out to you about the Fredericktown Freddies in the matchup tonight, Coach?
A lot. They're really good. They're 2 or 3 plays away from being 3-0, and I preach that to our kids all week long, that this is a really good football team. Blake Sykes is a phenomenal athlete. Gavin Toombs is a phenomenal athlete. Elijah Roush has done a great job for him, and they've got some really nice pieces up front. They're super athletic, and like I said, they're 2 or 3 plays away from being 3-0. So we definitely have our work cut out, and I'm super excited for our kids too, because our confidence level is different right now. Yeah. You go into this, and our shoes 1-2 or 0-3, like we kind of have the last couple of years. It's like, okay, how can we stay alive? How can we make this afloat? And now I think our kids' mindset's a little different, which is awesome because we're playing a great Fredericktown team. And like I said, I'm super excited for the challenge tonight.
All right, Fredericktown and Cardington Lincoln here in WMVO. Appreciate Coach Ryan Gatzman joining us from Cardington. Best of luck, Coach. We'll talk to you after the ball game, okay?
Awesome. Thank you, Tom.
This is Jess Kirby, Development Director from Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center. We are here to be a light in the darkness for our community, so please join us for a 5K and Family Glow Night fundraiser on Saturday, October 5th from 6 to 8:30 p.m. at the MVNU Chapel. There will be family activities including a coffee truck, ice cream, a bounce house, yard games, and hundreds of glow items to share. To register, visit friendsofksp.com and click on the 5.
It's high school football week 4. We've got sunshine, long shadows on the field, and let's take a look. We didn't get a chance to talk about Cardington. You heard from Getzman there just a minute ago. Powerful game. They've got Denny, who run for 331 rushing yards, 5 touchdowns, a consistent playmaker. Jared, how do you see Cardington balancing that offense tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we should expect Cardington to stick with that run-heavy game plan. Leaning on Denny on the ground, of course. However, if Fredericktown starts stacking that box tonight to stop the run, don't be surprised if they take a few shots downfield. Williamson has some big play potential, and it's going to be fun to watch. I mean, Fredericktown has to react with the amount of yards they've given up this season. They have to react to this run game early.
First game of the conference, big game for both to win. I feel like Fredericktown really needs this because they're now 1-2, and I think they should have probably picked off one of the last two to be
close.
2. And yes, and mentally, I think this is an important game because they have struggled with penalties and things like that. What are the keys for these two teams to win tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. Fredericktown has to limit, you touched on earlier, penalties, the turnovers, 2 interceptions last week from Lake Sipes. They've got to limit those turnovers and penalties, clean up the passing game. They have to be a dual threat. They just can't rely off Blake Sipes all game, every game, right? For Cardington, it's to stay balanced, convert first downs, and be able to throw when needed because Fredericktown's going to bring on the attack here, Curtis.
WQIO HD2 Mount Vernon. I'm Curtis Nealon with Jared Stein. WMVO Sports. You can catch us everywhere tonight. 100.9 FM, 93.7 HD2. We are streaming live on Facebook video as well as live on YouTube tonight, so you can cast it to your TV. Make sure and join us and share the information with everybody else out there. This is set up to could be a really, really good basketball game. No, let's hope not. Football game. Let's hope it's not basketball.
Well, I like offensive games, though.
Yeah, high scoring? Sure.
Yeah, and honestly, some of these basketball games, they can get pretty close in the score. I've got to just say this, Curtis. Before the pregame here, this Fredericktown band, they almost had a halftime show, I felt like. They played multiple songs, and they really got, I don't know, they got me pumped up. And
I don't know if have you ever got to experience them at their home playing?
Not on broadcast. It's been it's been several years since I've been here.
They are fantastic.
Yeah, and they are. Hats off to them. Did a great job.
By the way, the halftime show we will present that during halftime. Video will get to watch the halftime show. Radio will have the Ohio News Network halftime show with Skip Mossick, so we give you a chance to see the band tonight.
Well, speaking of video, Curtis, I've got to throw that shout out. High definition, not only on Facebook anymore, but YouTube.
That's right, YouTube.
Look us up, WMVO on YouTube. It's in high definition.
Wyatt Denny will kick it off here to get things started on week number 4 for Cardington, and here we go, a low driving kick, and it's going to be picked up by Brian. That's where Fredericktown will start their first drive of the night.
That was a nice cutback from Brody Davis out there. It kind of looked like they were closing in on him. He cut it back, picked up another 8-10 yards extra there. Way to set the tone. Decent field position to start the game.
Absolutely. They will, anytime you're 30, 35, you're pretty happy with that in high school.
Yeah, absolutely. You'd like to be on the other 30 or 35, but
sure.
It's a good starting point.
I think Coach Hartley's fine with this one. First, Sipes, the quarterback, takes the shotgun, fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it up the middle. He's got a hole to the 50 on the other side of the field. He's going all the way to score. And Sipes, from the line of scrimmage, first play, gets a touchdown through just a giant hole of the defense.
Yeah, so this is the basis of this Fredericktown offense. All he did was watch the crash. Obviously, he was looking to potentially hand that ball off. If that defensive end crashes, I'm going to keep it. You don't usually go up the middle with that, but it was wide open. Blake Sipes got the wheels to make it happen. And maybe we might have a basketball score here tonight, Curtis.
Maybe I said it mistakenly. That's really what's going to happen, right? Well, at that pace, if they could keep that up. So Sipes with a big one. And he goes, 67 yards. And here's the point after attempt. It is up and good by Isaiah Brake. And just like that, it's 7-0 on the board. 11:43 to go in the first quarter. The Freddies lead it. Back in a moment on WMVO Sports.
Veterans serving veterans.
That's what we do here at Knox County Veteran Services. Hi, I'm and their families.
We can help with emergency financial assistance,
filing of disability and pension claims, VA healthcare enrollment, and even transportation to VA healthcare facilities.
Please give us a call at 740-393-6742 or stop in and see us at our new location at 105 East Chestnut Street in Mount Vernon.
Great news, Central Ohio. Foster's Pharmacy offers daily dose packaging, which are convenient and simple. It's truly personalized care you're looking for.
It just starts with a call to get started. Take the hassle out of your medications. Call 740-392-0911. Foster's Health Mart Pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
And it's 7-0 at Fredericktown. The Freddies on top. 67-yard touchdown run from the line of scrimmage by the quarterback, and the kickoff's going to go out of bounds. Here comes the flag. And if we don't have a penalty, I don't know. I'm so used to seeing penalties early in the game. The last couple of weeks, there was some late contact there in the middle of the field, but I don't think anybody's going to get called for it. But there is a flag because it went out of bounds.
Yeah, we haven't instilled the new NFL kickoff rules yet here at the high school level. So
it's coming, right?
I would imagine so. There's a lot of studies that, hey, it does eliminate a lot of that downhill contact. Yeah, obviously, nowadays we know a lot more about concussions and injuries in sports than we did just 10, 20 years ago. Still don't know if I like it. I don't know if I'm a fan of it.
Might take a little time.
I don't even know if I understand it.
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't watched anything yet. Been too busy. 2 nights of days outside. 1st and 10. One receiver right, and we got a legal motion here. So that'll back up Cardington. Cardington off to a rough start here. Boy, they left a gaping hole there for Sipes to run through, and now they're going to march back 5 yards, back to the 30-yard line. Cardington's first drive of the night, 1st and 15 now. Ball near the right hash mark. With 11:43 to go in the first quarter. Receiver wide right. One in motion. Here's the snap. Quarterback's going to keep it to the 30, and he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage. And that'll be Journey Williamson, the senior, that we heard a lot about, and he's going to get stopped. The Freddies watched some tape over the week, I think, here.
Yeah, no, and you have to. We're in KMAC football here now. It's just, so early here. Let's see how Cardington kind of reacts to that. They are stacking a box hard right now.
Bryce Hartley and Kalen Briggs split out to the left side. 2 to the right. Here's the snap. Williamson rolling out left. Throws left. In and out of the hands of Wyatt Denny. And I think Denny was looking back right into the sun. Couldn't haul it in. 3rd down.
Yeah, no, he would have had that. And I'll tell you, what a great effort from Gavin Toombs, a name that you will hear throughout this evening. Definitely a name that we called a lot during the basketball season. Just great pressure there off the end. Forcing a quick pass.
3rd and 15 for the Cardington Pirates. Come to the line of scrimmage. Out to the left side is going to be Warren Garrison. 3 receivers out right, including late to get there, James Bradley, the sophomore, 6'2". And they are confused. And they're going to call a timeout to talk it over. So Coach Getzman certainly concerned at this point. 3rd down and 15 for Cardington. Timeout on the field. Back in a moment on WMVO.
Country Court Skilled Nursing and Rehabilitation Center lets you experience the heart of caring with skilled nursing and therapy for after a surgery. We also provide outpatient therapy for those able to return home. Give us a call at 740-397-4120. Visit us at 1076 Coshocton Avenue, countrycourt.com, and find us on social media. Country Court's residents and staff wish all of the area student athletes the best of luck this season. Country Court is a Levering Management skilled nursing center.
And welcome back here to Fredericktown. Curtis Newland along with Jared Stein. 3rd down and 15 after the timeout for Cardington Lincoln. They were confused. We'll see what they do here. 2 left. Looked like somebody left early. No call. In the pocket and in trouble for a sack. Williamson will go down in a heap, and they're going to be forced to punt it on a 3-and-out. Lost some yardage, too. Another 5.
Yeah, this defensive front, they've just plowed through every play there in the drive. Not the start Cardington was looking for right there, Curtis.
Not at all. Sun to their back. Ball at the 25-yard line. Punter back to the 12. 7-0. Fredericktown leads it early off a 67-yard Sipes run from the line of scrimmage. And this is kicked, got tipped just about. Hits the 50, rolls up past the 40-yard line. And it'll be down at the 37 for Fredericktown. So the Freddies have it, their second try at this, and we'll see if they try the same thing here.
Well, they're going to run that. I mean, it's a buck play. They're going to run that Why not?
My coach always, my junior high coach always said, we're just going to keep running him up the middle until they stop him.
Yeah, absolutely. And
right?
then we go outside, and then we put a pass in. I mean, it's a chess game between both these teams. Cardington, obviously, not the start they wanted. Trust me, coaches are over there. They're talking. They're making game plan. They're talking to their key players. We should be in for a good ball game here
Toombs,
tonight.
Davis, and one more split out to the right side, one left, and a timeout called. Freddies call it this time.
Confusion all around.
I'm telling you. We'll take a break. 10:21 to go. First quarter, 7-0. Freddies lead it back in a moment.
This is Jess Kirby.
Pizza Cottage in Mount Vernon is one of the
Family Resource Center. We are here to be a light in the darkness for our community, so please join us for a 5K and Family Glow Night fundraiser on Saturday, October 5th from 6 to 8:30 p.m. at the MVNU Chapel. There will be family activities including a coffee truck, ice cream, a bounce house, yard games, and hundreds of glow items to share. To register, visit friendsofksp.com and click on the 5K tab. Come shine with us.
And back at Fredericktown as we get set for action here after the timeout. Toombs and one more to the right. Two receivers short side left. Four defenders down up front. Here's the snap. Sipes going to hand it off to Roush. Gets around the blocker up to the 45, close to the 50-yard line. Boy, he got a great inside block.
Well, and that's why it's such a good play, especially with Sipes and Roush. What happened there? Hey, they were containing the quarterback. Hand it off, pick up the first down. Keep running it till they finally find a way for you.
1st and 10 now. Ball near the left hash mark at Fredericktown High School. 10:17 to go. First quarter. The Freddies lead at 7-0. Davis and Carter Mall out to the right side. Here's the snap. Sipes fakes it to Roush. He keeps it up the middle, and he's going to get hit, but he'll gain about 4 here. Sipes has a nice ability to see that distance in front of him, and he's patient enough to wait for the gap.
Yep, no, he sure does. And, anytime picking up 3, it's not quite what we're used to after a 67-yard and 11-yard. But, hey, 3-4 yards, that is what the run game is all about here for K-Mac.
2nd and 6 for Fredericktown. Two receivers right, one wide left. In the shotgun. Here's the snap. Sipes fakes, rolls out to the right side, near the sideline, and throws it away into the bench. And that'll be incomplete pass, and that'll be a 3rd down. And that's okay, because one thing the Freddies have to do is not throw the ball away.
No, it sure is. And hey, we are here week 4. Blake Sipes, you and I called the first game they had. I think he had a couple interceptions then, too. So, hey, just a little bit of maturing. Hey, when to throw that ball away. Good decision from the young man, Blake Sipes.
So 3rd and 6 for the Freddies on a beautiful Friday night. A little bit of breeze from right to left. Advantage for the Freddies if they were throwing the ball, but I think they're going to keep running it for a while here. While it works, Andy Kirshner split out wide right, two receivers to the left side. Here's the snap. Fakes to Roush. Sipes keeps it around the left end, blocking outside, and he gets across the 40 into Cardington territory near the 39-yard line. That'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, Cardington's going to have to do something to contain. Hey, up the middle was working. They brought in. Now we're hitting the outsides. They kind of look confused out there, too,
yeah,
Curtis.
They do. Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights. Thanks to Brian Cubbage and his staff. Great sponsors. They do great work. If you're looking for any of those things, they're the ones to call. 3 to the right. Here's a little setback pass to Davis on the screen, and he's going to pick up a yard or 2. It'll be 2nd and long. And the screen passes 9 out of 10. That's the result.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I mean, you got to open it up with a little bit of long game passing, and then they are there in the flats. I mean, it can work. That ball was just a little bit thrown underneath him. He didn't have any room to get upfield, unfortunately.
2nd down and 9. Kirshner out to the right side. Trip receivers left, bundled up. Here's the snap. Sipes. He's going to run it. Little sweep out to the left side across the 35 to the 30. Might have some room. Links to the 10. 5. Touchdown. The 2nd for Sipes in the 1st quarter.
38 yards this time. It started off with a 67-yard run bomb from Blake Sipes. Now a 37-yard or 30. What did I say? 36. 36-yard run for Blake Sipes. Man, the kid's got wheels. He could have hit last game's running here in the first half.
Yes. Getting great blocks up front, following the block, making him work for it. That's what's hard sometimes, to get a runner to be a good runner, a great runner, and that's to patiently wait for your blocks, work around them, look upfield all at the same time. Extra point is good. 14-0, and just like that, the Freddies out on top by 2 touchdowns. 8:12 to go first quarter. Back in a moment for kickoff on WMVO.
Mount Vernon is one of 11 pizza cottages in Ohio. They are among the nation's best performing pizzerias and ranked in Pizza Today. The finest ingredients is used daily. Treat your customers and employees like family and always give back to the community. Offering not only takeout but also dine-in and full bar. Book your group parties today. Find Pizza Cottage on Facebook or go to pizza-cottage.com to begin your journey of tastes.
Griffin Insurance, taking care of your family since 1972. In today's day and age, it's very uncommon to get a real person when you call. Not at Griffin Insurance. We represent multiple carriers to find the best rate for you and your family. Whether it's auto, residential, commercial, or farm, we're here to help. Call Griffin Insurance at 740-397-7488. Griffin Insurance, finding you the best rate.
And welcome back, everyone, to Fredericktown, where they lead at 14-0 here. Sipes 2 touchdowns on the night. Long, low kick to the 15, out of the 20-yard line on the return, up to the 25, now the 30, 35, and near the 40-yard line. And that was a really nice return by Logan Roush, the 5'7", 130-pound sophomore.
Kalen Briggs.
I'm sorry. That was for Fredericktown.
Easy
and
easy
Logan
for
was
us.
thinking, man, I'm doing good.
Yeah. Man, I'm running for both teams tonight. No, it was a great return. And honestly, good pickup. Those short kicks like that are so hard to grab because they bounce everywhere. No, good effort from the young man.
Yep, 5'9", 160 pounds, so 30 pounds more. One receiver to the left. Here's the snap and the handoff right up the middle, and it's going to go to Denny. And he'll pick up 4, and that's what I assume they're going to try to do, just move those sticks, get a conversion, and just keep running him. Denny rushed for 331 yards this season, averages 7 yards a carry, and has 5 touchdowns on the season.
Yeah, no, he's a monster. And you kind of see, even when he was on the ground tackled, those feet were still cranking. He's a good runner. He's a good ball player.
One receiver left, 2 to the right side. Back in motion, and we've got a flag. Somebody jump? Yep, false start. And so Cardington will get another penalty here and move them back 5 yards. That's something they just do not need at the moment.
No, and definitely not a way you want to start the game here in this first quarter. You picked up a good positive yardage there in the first down. Now you're set back.
So 2nd and 11. Tonight's game brought to you by Griffin Insurance, Howard Hilton, Foster's Pharmacy, Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Spearman Financial Services, and Elite Preparedness, also Avita Health Systems. One receiver right, 2 on the wing. Here's the snap and the handoff out to the left side. On the run is going to be Denny. Denny gets a first down across the 50, still on his feet. Boy, he's a big boy. 5'8", 185 pounds. I think they took his weight somewhere in the summer.
No,
I think he's got some winter weight added to that.
Yeah, or he just really bulked up here in the last month.
Conversion for Cardington. That's what the Pirates needed as they sit now at the 43-yard line of Fredericktown.
No, that's what we expected to see, and I think we're going to see quite a bit more of it here throughout the evening.
Here's the snap. Handoff, little counter to the left side. Good running there by Denton Garrison, the 6-foot senior. Averages 6.38 yards a carry. He'll pick up just about that many.
Well, that's what's so nice about this Cardington offense. Yes, you have a beast in Wyatt Denny, but you have Journey Willis and you have Denton Garrison. Those guys were brought up earlier with Tyler Mathias during the coach's interview. Good talent on this team.
2nd and a long 4. Here's the snap. Handoff out to the right side. It's going to be Kalen Briggs. There's a flag, probably be a hold, and they're going to pick up, I think, a first down here, but we've got the penalty. And it's a hold against Cardington. So that'll come back, spot foul. And the flag just about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, obviously this is our first game with, watching Cardington here this season. We expected this kind of out of Fredericktown, as we were talking. They've kind of struggled with the penalties here this season. Right now, Cardington's at number 3. We've got 6.5 to go here in the first. That's not a good start.
Second down and 11 for the Pirates. 6:32 on the clock. It is rolling. Play clock at 19 seconds. It's nice nowadays. Most places have the play clock.
Mm-hmm.
One receiver right, 2 tucked on the wings. Here's the snap. Drops back the quarterback. Quick throw out left side on a rush. He drops the ball, and it is down as an incomplete pass. That'll make it 3rd down, but they didn't lose yardage there, and Journey Williamson was really close to getting taken down. So that'll set up 3rd and long for Cardington. Primarily a run team, able to get some throws when they need it. I think they had a couple of big ones over the last couple of weeks when they needed it.
Especially to Garrison, it looked like. He really has a good route running ability.
Henthorne and Briggs out to the left side for Cardington. One receiver right, and that is James Bradley. Here's the snap. Rolling out is Williamson, looking long. Throw long, and it's going to be nearly intercepted by Brody Davis as Williamson takes a hit behind the line of scrimmage.
Really good pressure from Fredericktown there.
4th down now and 11.
Jonathan Burns, the senior, he was right there on the quarterback. I mean, I don't even know if he could see on that pass, truthfully.
No, got it off just in time, and fortunate for him it wasn't taken away. And 4th down territory likely here. We'll see if they're going to go for it, and they are.
Yeah, you're on the right side of the – I'm a little bit nervous about this, but –
2 left, 1 right, snap. Williamson rolls out left, under pressure again, throws the ball, spiral, has a man, but it's too far. I think his guy running the route stopped too short.
Yeah,
Bradley, the sophomore, 6'2", 205, stopped his route. He was wide open.
Oh, yeah, I don't know why he looked to cut back either. That was a cannon of a throw. If he just kept going, that was a touchdown all day. Again, though, Jonathan Burns, the defensive lineman, in there to create the chaos, the early throw.
Turnover on downs. Freddies will have it. They've scored the first 2 times they've had the football. This time, it's the 3rd. We'll see if they can get a score here. Leading 13-0. 2 to the right. Here's the snap. Roush with a handoff left side, and he's going to get manhandled down, but not before he picks up 3 or 4.
Good adjustment from that Cardington defense. Hey, we're, they had the middle linebackers creeping up in the middle outside. Hey, we are going out. We've got to stop this run game. It's a good adjustment. Still a decent pickup, though, for this Fredericktown offense, 3 yards.
So 2nd down and 6 here. Ball at the 47-yard line. Freddies successful on the run plays with the quarterback. Roush had a nice run in there to set things up, but Sipes with 2 touchdowns. 2 to the right. Here's the snap. Handoff coming through the middle. It's going to be number 1, Gavin Toombs, running that football. A little inside and action at the 50-yard line. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, I'd be kind of curious if Fredericktown's maybe thinking to pass here. This run game's worked so well. Are you in 4 down territory here?
Who knows? I think you probably are. Why not? 3rd and 4. 2 to the right, 2 left. Sipes rolls out. Right side, looks way down the field, has a man, but his man's not looking back. And then he cuts it in to Brody Davis at the 40. It's caught to the 35, now to the 30. He'll be pushed back. We'll see where they mark him, but that's enough to move the chains and then some. And it looked like Sipes was looking way long. His farthest receiver was not looking back, but there, wide open, was Brody Davis.
Yeah, Brody Davis, and that was a great cutback. And here's a cool thing about Brody Davis' reception there. He gets contact as soon as he catches that ball, still picks up an additional 10 yards.
So Brody Davis, 47, coming into the night's game, 47 receiving yards, but 7 tackles. And I think that stat might be a little off. He might have a few more tackles than that. Here's the Sipes around the left side. Stiff arm, and he's going to go down, and he'll pick up maybe a yard or two. So it'll be second and long for Fredericktown, who's been doing a nice job, obviously, on their drives. They lead it 13-0 with 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
On that tackle was senior Warren Garrison playing cornerback there. He did a great job just flying to him. No, I'm sorry, he's playing free safety.
Tonight's game brought to you by Alumni Roofing.
That's a long distance to make that tackle.
It is. Alumni Roofing, Utica Feed and Hardware, Knox County Veteran Services, and Danbury Senior Living. 2 receivers to the right, 1 left. Here's the snap and the handoff to Elijah Roush. Outside the tackle, then breaks out to the end. He gets the first down, up across the 20 to the 10. He's going to score. No, he's just out of bounds. About the 5, maybe the 4-yard line. We'll see where the mark is. Looks like it's going to be the 5. And so Fredericktown, a much different team here early in this game.
Yeah. You know, they've definitely been putting the work in. You can tell. This is a much different team from week 1. Just pounding the ball, doing really, really well here tonight so far.
They want to make their stamp and put it on the KMAC in 2024. And tonight is the first night of the KMAC. 2 left. Here's the snap. Sipes with a handoff to Toombs around the left side. He's got 2 men to beat. Pushing for a touchdown. No, he's going to be short. A couple inches away.
Woo, that was awfully close. He really couldn't extend that arm out, though. He had 5 guys in front of him. Still pushing through, though. That was a great run.
Clock running, 3:16 to go here, first quarter. The Freddies lead it 13-0 against the Cardington Pirates. Field cam tonight, John Wareham. Here's the push ahead with Sipes, quarterback keeper, and that should be a touchdown. Waiting on it, yes. And so a 3rd score on the 3rd drive of the night for the Freddies.
I felt like that was a delayed whistle there.
Very delayed.
He should never have been even tackled. He was 4 yards in that thing.
You run up and down this field, see if you're not tired. So 19-0. They did miss the point after on the last one. And that's been an area that they've struggled at with the kicking game. They came into the season wanting to go for 2, and it looks like they're going to do it right here. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left side. Now 1 is in motion for Freddies, and that's Dalton Lang. Here's the snap. Sipes looks into the end zone, and right through Kirshner's hands in the back of the end zone. Hard thrown ball. Kirshner just couldn't hang on to it.
Yeah, and it was just a little bit high. It was lightning fast for how close those guys were, too. Man, we're big Kirshner fans here, too.
That's
we want
right.
to see him come down with that.
His dad, Kurt Kirshner. We could razz Andy. His dad would have come up with that football catch, right? Right, Kurt? Kurt's probably hitting his screen right now. 19-0. The Freddies lead at 2:59 to go. First quarter, back in a moment on WMVO.
You're listening to High School Football Friday Night Lights, presented by Coverage Electric Plumbing and Construction on WMVO.
Sometimes games have to be moved to.
And we are back here on WMVO Sports. Tonight's game brought to you by Pizza Cottage of Mount Vernon, the home of our Monday Night Sports Talk Show. And we will have a player of the game from tonight that will win a pizza, a T-shirt, and get on their Hall of Players of the Games, or Wall of Player of the Game. However it's phrased. That's what's going to happen.
I got to say, that's my kind of commercial break, Curtis. I like that.
You like that? That was really short.
I couldn't even get my water drink in.
2:59 to go here in quarter number 1. Curtis Newland, Jared Stein with you here from Fredericktown on a beautiful Friday night. Low squib kick. It's going to take really weird bounces, and it's going to pop up at the 20-yard line. That's where it will be returned by the Pirates across the field, across the 30, 35, 40, and then about clothesline somewhere around the 43-yard line. And I want to say that was Briggs on the return. And a flag on the far side of the field way after the play.
Yeah, I think it was Briggs on the return there. Warren Garrison, though, had a heck of a block that made him pick up those extra yardage. Let's see what this flag's all about. 2 flags now.
And flags is what we talked about in the beginning of the season. There's been a lot of personal fouls, and those are the worst ones because those are the ones that you can control, right?
Oh, coaches most certainly hope so.
I was going to say, you really hesitated on that.
they're the worst kind of fouls at the end of the day. Worst kind of penalties is acting up or saying something you shouldn't be saying out there in the field. Look, we're all here to learn and grow in the game still. These are young men, and you just got to keep your temper together, right?
This one's going to go against Cardington as they appear they're backing up. And it is against Cardington.
Yeah.
Football personal foul. Pirate 15.
Now, thankfully, that being on return, still 1st and 10 here for Cardington. But that's penalty number 4 versus Fredericktown only has 1, and that was a kick that went out of bounds.
So back to action here. Cardington with the football, 1st and 10 from the 30. Here's the snap, and it's going to be carried by Denny right through the middle, and he gets a first down. Did they get him past there? Yep. They're going to move the chains on that, I do believe.
It didn't look like he was going to get past there, but he just took that extra lunge. Ooh, maybe they're calling it a little bit short.
Oh, they are.
This sideline ref, you are correct, was saying, hey, we're moving it.
Boy, they're close. They're going to give him first down.
They are going to give it to him.
Denny just moves across like a tank, man. He just keeps straight up, just runs through you.
He's a heck of a ball player.
1st and 10. They'll get the move. They get the chains moved and back to action here. 2 receivers to the right for the Pirates. Here's the snap. Hands it off to Denny. Hits the left side of the line, and Freddies all over him, but he's still going to get 4 out of this. Just leaning forward.
Anytime you can ground and pound, 3-4 yard pickups, I mean, it's not the most exciting thing to watch, but it opens up so many opportunities.
And the payoff a lot of times comes in the second half because you beat the middle of that lineup so bad.
Yep.
That
Absolutely.
things start really opening up. So you have to spend time there. 2 to the right. Here's the snap. Handoff. Denny, and he gets caught up in the background. Now I think
he's still going.
They're still going, and they're letting them try to get further these days. And he's going to pick up about 3 yards here.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, he got hit behind the line of scrimmage. Those feet just keep chopping. I mean, he's fun to watch. He's a junior too. We get him another season yet.
Yeah. 3rd down and 4.
And Cardington's been kind of struggling here on these 3rd downs.
And they have to win these at the line of scrimmage. Their game is running. They want to tire Freddies down, but they also want to get conversions. So will they try to pop a throw here at some point? 3rd and 4.
Currently 0 for 3 in a pass game. However, that last one, that was a dot if that receiver kept going.
Thanks for joining us tonight. 100.9 FM, 93.7 HD2. Streaming live on Facebook and on our WMBO YouTube page. To the line of scrimmage. 1 receiver wide right, 2 on the wings, left and right. Here's the snap. And straight ahead, the carry, and it's going to be close to a first down. That was a gang movement, and they're going to say he got loose at the pile. I don't think so. I don't know what they're going to do here.
No, they blew that dead.
It looks short by where they're standing.
The refs made the right call. It was forward progress. He wasn't moving forward, right? And he breaks through, and that whole sideline, they're mad, right? But, hey, 4th and short here.
First down.
Oh, they're giving a first down. There's a couple times where this delayed first down, it's getting me.
Well, look, I don't know. You're a young guy. I mean, you're like, 15. But they used to bring the chains out all the time. Now, I'm glad they don't do that. But there are some times where they might need to bring the chain out.
I think the last 2 times probably was one of those opportunities.
I mean, I get it. You speed the game along, you eyesight it. But there might be sometimes you might want to bring it out. So receiver left. Off the right hip. The quarterback has a friend. Here's the snap and hands off. It's Denny, left side. Room to run on the sideline. First down, still on his feet. To the 30, breaking tackles right and left. To the 10, up to the 5.
Oh, my goodness.
He just kept on a-trucking.
He broke 4 tackles there at least. 4 tackles. Those feet just move. And he's not a huge kid.
No. I mean, all 150 pounds of the 185 are all in his thigh muscle.
Yeah.
I mean, he just stands straight up and runs through the pile.
It's wild. It's wild to watch.
1 receiver left. Cardington getting some momentum. 2 receivers to the right and a timeout. That's the end of the quarter. How about that? 19-0. The Freddies on top. Cardington has the ball. Looking to score. We'll have the second quarter action in a moment on WMVO Sports.
There's the end of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. What's your score? That's 19. Cardington Pirates.
Well, the electric in your master bedroom needs rewired, and now the wife is asking for a new addition. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Now Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004. They can fix your electrical and plumbing needs and give your bathroom and kitchen a remodel.
Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Enjoy the season. Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction. 740-627-8004.
Back at Fredericktown on WMVO Sports. Curtis Neal and Jared Stein with you. Our producer tonight, Austin Sinnett. If it goes bad, it's his fault. If it goes right, it's mine. He didn't hear that, thank goodness. Austin Delaney on camera, and also John Wareham on camera. He's like, I wish I wouldn't have taken my headphones off right at that moment.
That was a hilarious joke.
It was a compliment.
That was a compliment.
Anyway, they do a great job. We're glad to have them.
Really do. You should. I imagine tonight you'd probably be catching Delaney on the field for that.
Yes, very possible.
For
the post game, yeah, the Pizza Cottage of Mount Vernon player of the game. Two to the right. Here's the snap. Handoff out to the right side. And run to the 5 and tracked down and tackled. And that was Kalen Briggs thinking he was getting a score, and it was taken away.
No, good job by Dalton Lang on the tackle, a senior defensive back. He just had a great pursuit angle, and you preach that time and time again on defense, and he made the stop.
And wrapped him up, too.
He did. No, it was a great breakdown tackle, one-on-one. You kind of expect that maybe not to go your way, but no, Dalton Lang did a fantastic job.
Leighton Henthorne split out right with one other. Here's the snap. The quarterback, Williamson's going to keep it out to the 3, to the 2, and he's in. Touchdown, Cardington. Trying to get back into the game, and that goes a long way. And that'll make it 19-6 before the points after attempt.
No, good job there from Williamson, Journey Williamson. You kind of, Wyatt Denny's such a threat down there that, hey, all eyes are on him, right? So quarterback keep outside. Let's get the touchdown. First points on the board for Cardington.
Cardington looks like 180 degrees from the first drive of the game because they looked confused and disheveled, and that came together for them on that drive.
Yeah, no, it sure did. When you're calling a timeout in the second play on your offensive series, there's an issue. Looks like they got it figured out, though.
Bryce Hartley and one other left. They're going to go for here the point after, and the ball is fumbled out of the hands of Wyatt Denny. Play is dead.
It was not a design direct snap.
No, and so that's what the score will be, 19-6. 11:16 to go here in the first half. We're going to keep it right here on WMVO Sports. Don't forget, you can see our sports broadcast schedule at WMVO.com under the sports tab. And it does change, so it's important to go there a couple of times. And, of course, we post it on our Facebook pages and everything else. We talk about it on the radio. Next week, we might have a change. I'm not going to tell you about that one yet. We'll see how tonight goes with everything. It's so much fun to be able to bring you so many different games from the KMAC, and of course now the Licking County League with Mount Vernon, and then taking the great games, and sometimes you have to switch those around. It's very vibrant, and it's a lot of fun to bring it to all of you.
It is, and there's so many, and now of course on Facebook, on YouTube, on high definition, and the articles too. I was just reading, Tyler Mathias posted an article earlier today about all the games happening here in the local area. Be sure to follow WMVO on Facebook to keep in tune with all that.
Elijah Roush and Brody Davis back to return it for the Freddies. Here comes the kick from Denny. Hits at the 25, takes a bounce. It's going to be Roush to the 25, now to the 30. Looking for a place to go to the 35, about the 37-yard line. Nothing wrong with that if you're a Freddie. And they'll start their drive in decent territory.
Yeah, and I tell you, again, here for Cardington, they've got to figure out how to stop Blake Sipes. It's 128 yards. Unofficial.
That was impressive how fast you got your shoes off to count in that amount of time.
Unofficial, but I'm pretty sure I'm within a plus or minus 2 or 3 yards on that.
2 left, 2 to the right side. Davis in motion. Here comes the jet sweep out to the left side. Davis turns in upfield at the 40, and there's a flag hold, I believe. Right there at the end of that line as everybody was sweeping out. And it's going to come back for the Freddies.
And that's the first penalty here for the Fredericktown Freddies outside of the kickoff that went out of bounds. I tell you, if you're not getting called for holding on an offensive lineman, you're not doing your job.
Yes.
You know,
once in a while.
It's just part of it. Yeah, it's part of it. You're taught, hey, you got to rip those arms, get underneath. Eventually, hey, they're going to catch. You're going to make a mistake. But if you're not getting those penalties, kind of like basketball.
Yeah, the coach told me in basketball, Curtis, this is how you do it. You're not aggressive. If you don't have at least 3 fouls, you're not aggressive enough.
Yeah.
If you foul out every game within the first couple of minutes, you're probably too aggressive. You might want to back off.
Same thing for the offensive line. Coaches understand that. Obviously, you don't want to be called all the time for it, right? But first
at
down.
the wrong times of the game. 1st and 15. Left hash mark. Here's the snap. Fake. Sipes will take it, and he's going to pick up quick yardage. He'll gain 5 yards back up to about the original line of scrimmage. And
right
it'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, no, good carry. You still don't want to be your second down. You picked up a nice 5-yard run. Oh, 2nd and 10. It's not what you wanted.
Split out to the right comes Dalton Lang. One other. One wide receiver to the left side. Here's a snap. A little bit high and a flag. Somebody jumped. And it's a false start against Fredericktown. Now, this is what they don't want to start getting going is multiple fouls.
No. Well, and just false starts. I mean, we talked about how you can excuse a holding call every now and again. Trust me, coach never excuses a false start. You know the count getting out of that huddle.
2nd and 15, so the 5 yards they got back with a run, they're going to go on back and put it at the 31 again. Sipes comes in with the play, and a timeout called. Hartley doesn't like something. So 19-6 with 9:47 to go here in the half. We'll be back after this on WMBO.
This is Jess Kirby, Development Director from Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center. We are here to be a light in the darkness for our community, so please join us for a 5K and Family Glow Night fundraiser on Saturday, October 5th from 6 to 8:30 p.m. at the MVNU Chapel. There will be family activities including a coffee truck, ice cream, a bounce house, yard games, and hundreds of glow items to share. To register, visit friendsofksp.com and click on the 5K tab. Come shine with us.
And welcome back. Fredericktown High School, timeout on the field. Coach Hartley didn't like the setup there. Obviously, they're a little off right now on this set of downs.
Well, 2 penalties in the opening drive here of this possession. Whew, I mean, that just changes your mindset, changes everything. So time to reset. Let's play our game here is what Coach is saying. He's still out in the field, for goodness sakes. He finally wrestling off.
2 receivers left, 2 to the wide right. Here's the snap. Sipes drops back a couple of steps, looks downfield, got great protection up front. Rolls to the right side, looking downfield, nowhere. Now he's going to go left. Still has the ball. There's a great block. Man, he has time and a shuffle pass up forward across the 40-yard line, and then some yardage up to about the 45. And that was Elijah Rouse. Boy, that front offensive pass rush team did a great job.
No, they really did. I mean, that was a play of about 30 seconds, I felt like. Long. Hey, way to draw it out.
Like a
3rd and short, though. That's where you want to be.
So 3rd down and 2. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right side, wide. Snap, Sipes. Hand off. Elijah Roush. Little shuffle in the backfield, and then he's going to pick up a couple of yards. Cardington all over that play.
I think they picked up that first, though. That's going to be close. Again, looks like a situation you want to bring the chains out for, though.
I mean, it's right on the marker.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, it looks like a first down from here.
Yeah, it does.
Are they going to bring him out?
We haven't seen him bring it out all season.
I think he's going to say first down. You're right down the pike here,
Yeah.
It's first down. And they will move the chains.
But you know what? Oftentimes, there are volunteers down there running the chains. You bring them out, that could get really goofy. You're probably better off letting them sit out.
Now, wait a minute. Now, the referee just motioned first down,
He did.
but they are going to bring the chains out now.
Oh, man, walking a perfectly straight line there is someone's dad.
Yeah, perfectly straight.
Ooh.
First down. By a credit card.
First down, Freddies.
Charge ahead, as they say. 1st and 10 for the Freddies. That was close. They lead at 19-6 with 8:39 to go in the first half.
You were going for it there, though. An inch to go or whatever.
Yeah. With the success that they've had already.
Cardington's got to come up with a stop here. Going in, hey, your offense is finally moving. You need to get a stop.
So 1st and 10, ball near the left hash mark for the Freddies in their red jerseyed uniforms. Dalton laying out to the left side, 2 receivers right. Here's the snap. Sipes hands it off. It's going to be Roush, and he's going to pick up a quick 1 or 2 here. Kind of slipped on the turf, it appeared.
Yeah, slipped on the turf, kind of ran into his tackle. Maybe the hole he was expecting wasn't there.
Thanks for joining us tonight here on WMVO Sports, 100.9 FM and 93.7 HD2 on the radio. Streaming live video on Facebook and also on YouTube beginning tonight. Thanks for joining us there. 2 to the right, 1 left. Here's the snap. Rolling out right side is the quarterback, Sipes. Getting good protection. He's just going to tuck and run to the 45 and tries to lay it down at the 43-yard line. And got to work on that slide a little bit. But I think he gets the first down.
He does.
He doesn't want to slide, right?
No,
so
he doesn't.
Like, I don't want to, but I should.
He doesn't want to pass either.
It's going to be short. They're going to say it's 3rd and inches.
Oh, must have been, yeah.
Maybe
well, it must have been
yard.
a good slide then because he picked up a couple more yards after contact.
Nope, they're going to move the stick again. Musical sticks. So, a couple inches here. Kirshner out to the left side split. Gavin Toombs will join him out there. And 2 to the short side right and a call. Officials timeout. Oh, they didn't move this. Oh, they're going to give him a first down. Okay.
We are really struggling tonight with these first downs. Not the players. Everybody else.
I'm calling out no one because I have trouble walking up the steps. Kirshner left, Toombs left. They're going to run the same play here. Brody Davis out right. And split wide is Carter Mall, a 6'3", 175-pound senior.
Oh, Cardington just subbed in a freshman, Josh Goers, their number 8. Outside linebacker.
Davis in motion. Fakes to Davis, gives it to Roush, right side tackle. Gets up to the 35. Close to a first down. Now, we could probably take bets on, well, we can't say that probably on the radio for this. I was going to say, we're not really betting. You could probably take bets on this. If it's going to be first down, not a first down. The sticks will move or not move.
Yeah, we ought to, we ought to make a game. On the YouTube chat, folks, I am on the YouTube. We had a Flume Gaming say, hey, great commentary. And I said, thank you. I will message you folks on live while we're here.
There you go. 2 to the left, 1 to the right side. Here's the snap. Sipes fakes the handoff, keeps it left side tackle, and he's up to the 25, to the 20. First down easy, and all the way to the 16-yard line. He is so dangerous. And he's got great blocking. His running backs block well, his receivers block well, his front line blocks well. They're showing it. They're all coming together tonight.
No, Fredericktown's on fire tonight here offensively. Yeah, defense, they've been playing a good ball game too.
Maul, then Davis out to the left side. Kirshner right. Sipes, shotgun, off his hip. Roush hands it off to Roush. Roush up the middle. He's going to run out to the right side to the 5. Stretches to the end zone. Touchdown. And the Freddies from 17 yards out on this drive will put it in for 6 more.
Well, that is the first touchdown of the game that was not a quarterback. Interesting fun fact for the evening. No, great job by Elijah Roush. We know he's a threat. He's a senior here this year. He does a great job keeping those feet moving, puts his shoulder down, gets in the end zone.
So we'll wait for the 2-point conversion, or they're going to hold it this time. Carter, looks like Maul's going to hold it, and they're going to go for the extra point. Isaiah Brake, the freshman, 5'6", 150 pounds, is going to try the point after. It's 25-6, and it could be 26. Here's the snap, kick, and is he going to make it? Yes, it did! Woo-hoo. And the freshman will get it, and the crowd is happy. 20. What is the score?
20.
I think there's too many up there.
Or yeah, there is. 26.
26-6. And the Freddies with the lead here with 6:05 to go in the first half over Cardington. Tonight's game brought to you by Mount Vernon Nazarene University, by Licking Knox Goodwill Stores, Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction, our title sponsor. Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction, Friday night lights. They are so fantastic. Brian Cubbage, if you need any of those services done, they're who you should call. Also brought to you by Spearman Financial Services and Howard Hilton, Griffin Insurance, and more.
And they're a great resource, literally anything regarding your home that you need done.
Absolutely. And they're just great people. I know we've had them do work around the radio stations. It's fantastic. So we wait the kickoff here. Freddies kicking it to Cardington. Cardington trailing 26-6. Squib kick across the turf. Picked up at about the 32-yard line, and a little stutter step at the 37-yard line, and it's going to be returned by number 15, Denton Garrison, the senior. He can run the ball too a little bit. 51 yards on the season, 1 touchdown.
Well, Cardington, last possession that they had, really started figuring out, hey, what do we got to do here in offense? Obviously the keys, Denny Wyatt, or just does a good job. Wyatt Denny, my apologies. You still got to think, man, how do you make a defensive stop if you're this Cardington team? And that's got to be coming in at halftime.
Yeah, because it has to happen, right? You can't keep up. Kalen Briggs to the right side. 1 receiver left. Here's the snap, the pitch from Williamson out to Wyatt Denny. Denny running around the end. Picks up 4. Goes down on the other side of the field. 5:50 to go in the first half.
Wyatt Denny on the sweep.
On 100.9 FM, 93.7 HD2 tonight. Also on Facebook live video stream, and tonight on YouTube. WMVO is our channel. We have 2 channels, by the way, WMVO and WMVO2. And throughout the season, you'll see those postings and different things, so you can always look for it. 1 right, 1 wide left, 1's in motion on the line. Here's the snap, and right up the middle, the run by Denny. And he's going to pick up the first down, about 7 or 8 yards here. Wyatt Denny, 5'8", 185-pound junior.
Just the way he keeps those feet moving. Fredericktown kind of had him locked down there in the first quarter. But, hey, keep feeding him the ball. He's going to figure it out, and he's really starting to come to light with that.
So 1st and 10. A pair of receivers left. Here's the snap. And a fumble. We got a flag. A lot of things going on there. Far side flag, I think. I saw the marker come out, I think and I saw a flag from the opposite side. Did I not?
Yeah, I think he threw his fumble, which looks a little bit yellowish. So we ran into that last week where the fumble flag was also bright yellow.
I put my request for him to make it fuchsia.
The refs were
blue.
on it. All 4 out there on the field. The closest to the ball. They all threw the marker. So we're not on it for first downs yet, but we've got that fumble down.
2 wings, 1 wide left. Here's the snap. And Denny gets taken down in the backfield, and what a great effort. I think that was Roush in there, and also 52, which would be Camden Clutter.
Yeah, good job, Camden, the sophomore, Elijah Roush. The pressure there, incredible.
So that's a big loss on the play. It'll be third down, and what we got? 19? 18 they have on the board. Ball centered between the hash marks. Cardington needing a big play. This is a running team. They don't throw a lot. They have done it. They're 0 for what, 4? 3? Tonight. Here's the snap. Dropping back for the throw. Finds his man, and he's going to catch it and be a little bubble screen and nowhere to go. And so that'll be a fourth down, and they will punt this ball, I'm pretty sure. Getting caught back there was Kalen Briggs. Nowhere to go.
Okay, there we go. I was going to say, I don't see the punt team coming out. They are now.
It's one of those plays you're looking around in the bag for something to do there, and then you pick that one, and it happens so many times. And I don't know, over the 30-plus years I've been doing this, it doesn't work very often.
No. Especially in a third and long situation. That was not what I was expecting. We know he's got a cannon. We saw that.
Yes.
He's got a cannon of an arm.
Here's the snap and a flag.
That was a punt,
Oh, nice
too.
punt,
Woo.
yeah. Hits at the 25 and takes a big Cardington bounce. Rolls to about the 9, but it's going to come back. Where is that movement on this left side?
Is that Wyatt Denny, the kicking?
Yes.
Wow.
I told you he's got the legs.
He sure does.
All the weights in the legs. There is no way he's only 185.
I don't know. It's hard to judge from up here. But that's the official weight.
So they're going to march them backwards here. Cummins Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights on WMVO Sports. And WQIO HD2 Mount Vernon, our station legal ID. Here is the snap, the kick. This one's not nearly like the last. Short hopper, and it's going to be, but it takes a big roll to the 26-yard line of the Freddies. So it kind of worked out for Cardington there, but it didn't look as nice as the first one. So Freddies will have it, leading 26-6. Only 2 minutes, 34 seconds to go here in the first half. The Freddies could score. Of course, running clock goes in at 30 points in the second half if a team is up on another by 30.
Yeah, hopefully for Cardington here, hey, let's make a big stop. Let's try to get a little bit of momentum going at halftime, and we've got to really get to the drawing board how to stop this offensive running game.
Carter Mall wide right. Instead of him is going to be Brody Davis, and one far left for the Freddies. Here's the snap. Sipes will keep it. Stiff arm. He's in trouble a little bit. Now he's going to go across the other side of the field to the 20. Find some room. Now to the 30-yard line, and he makes something out of nothing. He's got about 7 yards he tapped on there when you thought he was going to get none.
Yeah. Well, and he's just such a good player out there. He can read. He can find the opening. He's such a threat no matter what's occurring out there on the field. If Blake Sipes has the ball in his hands, you never know what's going to happen.
I mean, he was running like you run from your honeydew list on the weekends. It was impressive.
I run away from. That was the key.
Question is,
Sorry,
do you really get away? That's the question. One wide left, two to the right, one's in motion. Here's the snap. Sipes hands it off. Roush up the middle, and he's going to pick up a yard or two, and he gets stopped. Big defenders up there just going to wall up and take him down. So third down and short. About 3 yards here.
Brody Davis is coming in.
Yeah, Davis will come in with the play for the Freddies. There's a lot of cheerleaders here tonight. It's youth night, right? Is that what they call it?
Well, this is a lot better. We were last week at Mount Vernon with youth night, and it was pouring down rain.
Yeah.
Much better weather here for these young ladies.
Here's the snap. Sipes with the ball in trouble. He's going to go down on this one. And Freddies will lose about 2 yards here with a minute to play in the first half. And they're going to be forced to punt this one away.
Cardington should have a timeout there.
That was a series I think they were imagining was going to go a lot better.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe thinking, hey, let's try to put this thing into halftime. I don't know what the thought process was there.
56.
Keep the momentum. I mean, if you're.
Yeah, I mean, why not try to get another one in? But at this point now, you're at 56 seconds, fourth down.
You're punting. Yeah.
Punt this baby away, and you ran as much clock as you could off. Cardington. The problem Cardington might have is they don't have a fast, high-impact offense as far as getting down the field a lot of yards. So they need to get some sort of a muffed punt here or a blocked punt they could hope for, short yardage to get maybe a score on the board before half.
No, they haven't, and of course, Wyatt Denny has broke a couple, but their offensive line's kind of struggling here this game. I mean, they're getting a lot of impact there in the backfield.
Kalen Briggs by himself way back to the 27-yard line to return this ball. Ball is high in the air. Didn't go very far, but really high, and it's going to hit at the 49 and come backwards to the 50. And Freddies were hoping to get maybe something a little longer and a positive roll, but this is actually a field that Cardington might be able to work with.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're at the 50-yard line.
See if they try to throw it here. I think we've said 0-3. I don't think they've tried any more than that on passing attempts. Halftime coming up with the ONN halftime report on the radio side. On the video side, we will play for you with audio the band. Alumni Roofing, a strong supporter of that here tonight.
Well, I'm excited for the Fredericktown band. They were fun here.
They are fantastic.
Looks like Cardington's got a nice band, too.
One wide to the left. Here's the snap. Rolling out, looking for the throw is going to be Journey Williamson. Down the field, has a man. Long throw. Boy, that was a nice throw. His receiver not far enough. Again, maybe stopping a little short on that route.
Yeah, it kind of looked like he was jogging out there. He had him beat.
Yeah, it was a great throw that would have been in stride.
Yeah, and maybe that's kind of the issue. Hey, we do have Journey Williamson. His arm's impressing me, folks.
Yeah, he didn't struggle to make that throw.
No.
So they'll come back to the line of scrimmage. It did stop the clock at 41.5 seconds. Two receivers wide left, one to the right. Here's the Williamson, the quarterback. Got to throw it. It gets tipped into the air. And that's going to be Gavin Toombs. His height paid off there, getting a paw on it.
Well, Gavin's been such a impact player here on defense. He's in that backfield every play.
Yeah.
And
he's a monster, too. I mean, so tall and coming at you with his arms up, it would be intimidating.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
6'5", 225.
6'5". And he's a junior, folks.
3rd and 10 for the Cardington Lincoln Pirates, trailing 26-6. They'd like to get one on here. They don't have that type of a quick offense. We'll see what happens. Here's the snap. Williamson drops back, looks for the throw, and he's going to go down. And in on the tackle was big number 58, Jonathan Burns, 6'2", 240 senior. That's the kind you might feel into Saturday morning.
Yes. Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big hit. Cardington's they just are blocking. They just cannot get the block down.
So 4th down with 4.5 seconds on the clock, and there's a timeout. And it'll be Cardington's timeout. We'll step out as well back in a moment on WMVO.
Is keeping you awake at night. Call Spearman Financial Services. Spearman Financial Services have seen plenty of ups and downs, and this is normal. As our old high school football coach would remind us, the true champion is found with your ability to bounce back after a loss. So stop losing sleep and call the team who will coach you through the good times and the bad times. Spearman Financial Services, financial plans that last a lifetime.
Securities offered through Valmark Securities Incorporated, member FINRA, SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Valmark Advisors Incorporated, SEC registered investment advisor. Spearman Financial Services is a separate entity from Valmark Securities Incorporated and Valmark Advisors Incorporated. Past performances cannot guarantee future results. One cannot invest directly in an index.
So you're in Coach Getzman's spot for Cardington. 4.5 seconds on the clock. 4th down and 15. Midfield, what do you do?
Well, you have a quarterback that has a cannon. Pass that rock.
Take the time through the air.
Pass that rock. I mean, it's 4.5 seconds. You're going to run that clock out.
It looks like that's what they're going to do. So Journey Williamson, the 6-foot senior, quarterback position. You're right. He could easily burn that off. And he's going to be in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Drops back. Here comes the pressure. in the pocket. He's got to get rid of it, and he does, and that'll be the end of the first half. So he did exactly what he needed to do.
Gavin Toombs again
for the Pirates. That'll end the half. The ONN halftime report coming up. Halftime show here on WMVO Sports in a moment. Thanks for listening.
Utica Feed and Hardware offers a wide range of services to our clients. With a grain elevator, you'll be loaded up and off on your way in no time. We have formulated feed mixes for livestock as well. If you're in need of plumbing, electrical, paints, lawn and garden supplies, we have you covered. Located in Utica at 138 Church Street, 740-892-3831. Utica Feed and Hardware, 740-892-3831.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to get down to the sounds of Seatown with the Cardington Lincoln High School Marching Band. Tonight we are thrilled to salute and feature a group of unsung heroes who are integral to the high school football experience, our cheerleaders. From cheering to dancing to spectacular flips and stunts, these amazing young ladies manage to show off their athleticism and perpetual pep with style and grace, and they do it all with winning smiles. We begin tonight with Omi's hit song, Cheerleader.
Yeah, it's been brutal. It's been brutal on your part. It's been brutal on our part. It's this way. It's that way. It's this way. Yeah.
Performing with the band tonight are varsity cheerleaders Sophia Goers, Kelly Moreland, Maddie Galabang, Izzy Potter, Sophia Maloney, Lizzie Thompson, Jalen Ireland, Haley Stainer, Aaliyah Ramanita, and Desiree Mooney. We feature this outstanding squad as they dance to Party Rock Anthem. What cheerleader show would be complete without Tony Basil's mega hit from the 80s? Not ours. To finish up, we have the whole band dancing along with the cheerleaders to Mickey. Thank you very much. And go Pirates. Hard.
Hey, football fans, as we
Ladies and gentlemen, under the direction of Andrew Hollenball, Jessica Overholt, Chris Phillips, and led by Field Commander Pete Payne and Band President Bella Crouch, we proudly present the Fredericktown High School Marching Band. Tonight's halftime show features rock music throughout the ages, and we open with a hit by the American rock group Fall Out Boy. Sit back and enjoy this classic hit from 2013, Light 'em Up! techno rock hit will take you back in time. Released in 1983 by the American band Styx, here is Mr. Roboto.
And welcome back, everyone, to WMBO. I'm Curtis Newland along with Jared Stein here halftime as the Fredericktown Marching Band is performing, and we're going to let you listen in. By the way, the score 26-6, the Freddies lead Cardington at the half. And welcome back, everyone. WMBO Sports, Fredericktown Marching Band there, the Cardington Band before that doing an exceptional job. And we're here tonight, week number 4, 26-6. Fredericktown leads it. Tonight's game brought to you by Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction. Friday Night Lights, sponsor by Griffin Insurance, Howard Hilton, Foster's Pharmacy, Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Spearman Financial Services, Elite Preparedness, Pizza Cottage of Mount Vernon, Avita Health Systems, Licking Knox Goodwill, Utica Feed and Hardware, Alumni Roofing, Danbury Senior Living and Knox County Veteran Services, Country Court Skilled Nursing, and the Living Center Senior Living Apartment Community, all bringing you tonight's contest, and we certainly appreciate that. I know we've got some numbers to talk about, and here's Jared Stein. I'll turn your mic on when I am good and ready, Jared. I'm just kidding.
Here we go.
Go ahead.
No, so the first quarter of the game, Fredericktown started off with 3 touchdowns, 19-0 going at the end of the first quarter. That was all 3 touchdowns by Blake Sipes, by the way, who has, for the first half, 157 yards, 3 touchdowns, and he's also passing 3 out of 5. Just incredible performance from Sipes. But what I will say is Cardington kind of started figuring out how to stop that. In the second quarter, Fredericktown, they held them to 1 touchdown and an extra point. And Cardington got a touchdown from their quarterback also. So 7-6 was the second quarter. And if you're Cardington, you're like, oh, man, I wish we figured out how to stop that rushing game earlier, right?
Right.
But coming in the second half, you just never know. It's K-Mac football. I think this Cardington team is good and solid. They just don't have that offensive line power. But just the quick stats on both teams here. So Blake Sipes, as we said, 157 yards on the ground, 3 touchdowns. Elijah Roush also 44 yards and a touchdown. Brody Davis, big 22-yard reception on a 3rd down for Cardington. Wyatt Denny, 103 yards here on the game. Journey Williamson also has 11 yards, 1 TD. That's the quarterback, but he's 0 for 5. And boy, can he throw a rocket. He just can't connect.
Right. Well, and right. And I think they got a couple of instances where the receiver stops running. Maybe they're out of breath. It's too far to go. I don't know.
He's got a bomb.
But like you said, he can get the ball there.
Yeah.
Just got to have somebody there to go catch it.
No, he sure can. And every time he's thrown that bomb, which you would always rather your quarterback throw it too deep than undercut it, right? You don't want to risk that.
Exactly. And I think you want and what I'm saying, we kind of laugh about it, but I think your receiver's got to run under the ball.
Yes.
Like you can't
stop.
You can't stop.
And that's what we saw each time. They just stop.
Right, because I don't know that you really have a 40-yard route that stops, like the flag or something. I mean, you do.
The streak's a streak, right?
Yeah, I mean, it didn't make sense when you look at it. Yeah. And so, and goodness gracious, the combination of two where your receiver continues the route and your quarterback maybe pulls back a hair, now you've got a connection. And with an arm like that, you only have to throw a couple of them a game and then run the ball.
It opens up the entire game. And, the senior, I'm just impressed with his arm, his how his attitude out there on the field. He's a leader. And, man, they just couldn't capitalize in that first quarter. And I've got a little bit of feeling that might haunt them here going into the end.
Talk about the Freddies for a minute. You watch them in the backfield. You got quarterback Sipes. You've got Elijah Roush runs behind him. Gavin Toombs comes in the picture from tight end position, and he's running the ball. Davis with a jet sweep. You've got some skilled players in there that can run those tight inside running routes, and they block well for each other. They have something special with that, I think.
They really do. This is a good Fredericktown team. We kind of expected that going into the season because all those boys you just mentioned also play on the basketball team, and they really came to light midway through the season. Didn't they tie for the KMAC?
Boy, you're going to ask me questions.
I think they did. I'm pretty sure they tied with Centerburg, if I recall, for the KMAC, which is a big rivalry, right? But they have athletes. Fredericktown has athletes, and they're all juniors, or except for Elijah Roush. He's a senior. But Blake Sipes, Brody Davis, Gavin Toombs, all juniors here.
Sipes come out as a freshman and started playing as quarterback. He's really been under the gun, under the fire. That's how you can get molded into something great. His patience when he's looking for his route to run, it's special. And you think about getting into a senior year next year.
You can't say enough, though. Offensive line have done an incredible job here tonight. And Blake Sipes is shifty enough, fast enough to be able to avoid getting tackled. They're going to come through. They're going to find a hole and try to get you. But he's able to shift and let his linemen do their job. The time, him hanging on that ball, he's got seconds upon seconds upon seconds. I wish we kind of had a stat on how long he's got time back there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So we're going to take a break. We'll come back and we'll get caught up with some of the halftime scoring from around the area. You're listening to WMVO Sports Friday Night Lights, brought to you by Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction. More in a moment. It's halftime here. Freddies lead at 26-6. Back after this on WMVO Sports.
This is Jess Kirby, Development Director from Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center. We are here to be a light in the darkness for our community, so please join us for a 5K and Family Glow Night fundraiser on Saturday, October 5th from 6 to 8:30 p.m. at the MVNU Chapel. There will be family activities including a coffee truck, ice cream, a bounce house, yard games, and hundreds of glow items to share. To register, visit friendsofksp.com and click on the 5K tab. Come shine with us.
Elite Preparedness stands as Ohio's unrivaled destination for top-tier firearms training and related services. Experience our state-of-the-art facilities in scenic southern Knox County, stock up in our pro shop, and enjoy our indoor and outdoor range options. Our expert cadre leads an unparalleled lineup of classes and personal training sessions. We also offer VIP transportation, armored vehicle services, along with security and executive protection services. Reach out at 740-263-1234, explore online at elitepreparedness.com, or visit our facilities at 25580 Bell Church Road, Utica, Ohio, to witness the ultimate in preparedness and training.
And welcome back, everyone. WMVO Sports 93.7 HD2 100.9 FM WMVO, and we are also streaming on Facebook and on YouTube tonight. Let's take a look at some scores from around the area.
Hey, join me on YouTube, folks. There's a live chat feature on there, and I am on it. There was one person that commented, Flume Gaming. He said, great commentary.
Hey!
I think he was talking about Curtis.
We love myself.
Him. But, hey, seriously.
Don't ask for him to clarify.
Feel free
we
to
just want to believe what we want to believe.
Yeah, feel free to go on there. Maybe we need to think of a game or something to play here in the live chat. I'm on there. I'm more than happy to message back and forth. You want to talk a little trash around the area, whatever. We'll have some fun on there. With scores around the area, some surprising scores, too. Also being streamed here from WMVO, Mount Gilead leads Danville at halftime 8-6. So all came to that 2-point conversion, low-scoring defensive battle there in off a tough street.
Far from over
off a tough street. But that Mount Gilead has been looking better and better as with some time here. And of course, Danville, high expectations after their great season last year. So 8-6, Mount Gilead over Danville at halftime. East Knox leads Loudonville 14-0. Utica over at Ridgewood is trailing 14-0. Northmore leads Centerburg, close game at halftime, 21-19. And Mount Vernon is trailing Johnstown 34-0. And Mount Vernon next week plays Heath, who is trailing Licking Valley 15-0.
So a tough night tonight. Licking County League, first year for Mount Vernon, getting a first taste of that against Johnstown, which we know, coached by Mike Carter over there, who's been there for years. Always does a nice job. It's going to be a tough game. We knew that going in. They've had their struggles. First-year coach Weber for Mount Vernon this year, and they're going to go Heath, and it sounds like Heath might be struggling a little bit there against the always powerful Licking Valley.
Yes.
So we'll see, how Mount Vernon matches up next week. It's kind of a unique experience for Mount Vernon because, you're seeing these teams for the first time that you're now like in the family, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You're in it for the long haul here too. It is such a tough conference down there. A lot of good teams. And, Heath's got some athletes. We know that watching and hearing about their baseball program over the years.
Yes. Coach Klontz, Dave Klontz, I knew him well and covered some games when, back in the day, and he was getting state tournaments and stuff like that. They've had a great program for a long time.
Yeah. I mean, they know how to make athletes down there. And, Mount Vernon's going to have a tough path, but playing those tough schools and, hey, you don't want to be down 34-0, but good opportunity for Mount Vernon to really grow. Now there's a level of expectation that we have to meet moving forward.
Well, look, Mount Vernon, and you see it from any school, you have to have a coach that's in there to work their system long enough to those 7th and 8th graders or the pony leagues or whatever you call them. As they come up, they're running the same plays.
Yep.
They know by the time of the high school what they're doing, what their expectations are. They build a culture of winning. That takes time.
It does.
And Mount Vernon, unfortunately, I think they've had 5, and if you're a Mount Vernon fan, you'll know better than I probably, 5 coaches in the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Something like that. That's hard.
That's really hard.
To get a program up and going, and it takes a while. I mean, you look at the coach for Newark, who used to be at Newark Catholic. He's been now at Newark for 4 or 5 years, and things are maybe starting to look different for them.
Yep.
Football's a different monster.
Yeah.
I mean, you can say something similar about the other programs, but football's definitely a different monster.
No, it sure is.
As we get set for kickoff here tonight, it's going to be booted squib kick, Fredericktown to Cardington. The Pirates have the ball first in the second half to the 25, now to the left side of the line or of the field, up to the 35-yard line. And the Cardington Pirates, a decent return on the kickoff.
No, this is a crucial reset moment for the Pirates. Hey, we've got to get points on the board. They figured it out on defense here. We saw that in the second quarter. I think it's still going to be hard to stop Blake Sipes. But hey, we held them to 1 touchdown here in the second quarter. We've got to get points on the board here.
1st and 10 for the Cardington Pirates. Ball at the 35-yard line. One receiver to the left side for Cardington. Ball near the left hash mark. And somebody jumped right side of the line. Tight end got ahead of himself.
Yeah, it's a couple times that Cardington's done that. Thankfully, though, Curtis, the first 3 weeks for us were pretty rough in penalty game. Cardington does have 5 penalties here. So far, this is their 5th. Fredericktown with 3. That is a lot better numbers than what we've been seeing, isn't it?
Indeed. And I think, Fredericktown certainly reducing the amount of penalties has been a positive for them. Kind of needed a restart.
Yeah, big time.
One to the left side. Here's the snap. Quarterback Williamson with the ball, buries his head, and he's going to pick up 3 or 4 yards there. Everybody pulling to the right side. So we got a player injured here for Cardington, holding his leg. And with under a minute rolled off the second half clock. So they're going to attend to him. We'll step out as well. 26-6. Fredericktown leads it. Back in a moment on WMVO.
At the Living Center in Mount Vernon, we provide active, carefree, and secure senior living. Our on-site restaurant and salon mean no more battling Mother Nature to enjoy a meal and feel and look good. Give us a call at 740-397-3897. Visit us at thelivingcenter.net or at 201 North Main Street in Mount Vernon and find us on social media. Everyone at the Living Center wishes all of the area student athletes the best of luck this season. The Living Center is a Levering Management senior apartment community.
You're listening to High School Football Friday Night Lights presented by Coverage Electric Plumbing and Construction on WMVO.
And back at Fredericktown. And back to action here as the injured player is up and off. 2nd down and 12 for the Cardington Pirates. And this is a very important drive here because you got to figure they're not going to keep the Freddies from scoring again, so they got to kind of keep up. One left, and again a jump on the same side, different player. And so that'll force Cardington back another 5.
This is not what you want to do to start your drive. This is very similar to how the game started for Cardington on offense.
And then they got kind of away from that and was doing pretty well. That was James Bradley, the sophomore, jumping that time. 2nd down and 17.
You can't get complacent in this situation. You can't say, we're off here quite a bit. You got to set the tone.
Here's the snap rolling out to the right side and into the flats on the pass, and that's the first catch of the night for Cardington, and that'll be Wyatt Denny to pick it up, and they'll pick about 5 yards up there. But that is a completion.
First one of the game for Journey Williamson. And who else would it go to other than Wyatt Denny?
So it'll be 3rd down and long. Longer than 10, call it 12 here for the Pirates. Curtis Inland, Jared Stein with you. Austin Stinnett, our producer. Delaney Kerstetter on camera, and on field cam tonight is John Wareham. Here's the snap, rolling out to the left side. It's going to be Williamson. Journey in trouble. Getting away from tacklers. He's going to throw it to the right flat, and it's caught again. 2nd completed pass, 2 plays in a row, and that's going to pick up about 10, maybe 11, but still short of the 1st down. And that was caught by number 15, Denton Garrison, the senior.
No, it was good. Well, he was looking long. He's under so much pressure. It's hard to throw that ball when you're being hit. And to throw a rocket like that there in the flats to him was pretty impressive. 4th, you're going for it here. You're down big. You want to set the tone. Get close to the half.
Yep, 4 down territory, especially in this position for Cardington. 1 wide left, 2 wings either side. Here's the snap. Williamson hands it off to Denny. 1st down marker, and then some, still on his feet. Winding down to the 44-yard line. 1st down.
No, great pickup from Wyatt Denny. After initial contact, picking up another 8 yards.
And that's the conversion that Cardington really needed to try to keep this game alive.
No, and I don't feel like athletically we're all that unbalanced, Curtis. Fredericktown had a fantastic opening quarter.
Fredericktown has worked very hard this week, and I think you mentioned that earlier in the game. You could tell. Just playing together. 1 right. Here's the snap. Handoff Denny, left side. Gets some blocking up front. Positive yardage near the 35. Then he'll get pushed backwards, but I think he'll be up probably about the 36 or 7 here where they mark him, and that's still going to be short of the 1st down by 5.
No, but hey, that's the kind of ground and pound that you want here to open up this half. That's Cardington's bread and butter. We have to go back to it. Hey, we also are seeing the pass is working, so you're becoming a dual threat here. Keep this momentum alive.
Leighton Henthorn, wide left. Here's the snap. Handoff Denny up the middle. Freddie's all over it, and they're going to get a stop there. He'll pick up a couple. It'll be 3rd and 3. This is where the Freddies want to keep fresh. If you got to rotate guys in or whatever to, you're with a lead like this, you can maybe pay to bring a few guys in, keep them fresh. They're pounding you in the middle.
And you don't want to let off the gas pedal here.
Because I think if you're Fredericktown, you're looking at this going, if we get a stop here, this could be the game.
Yeah, could.
You march it down and you put another score in. We got to say that as, observers. Here's the snap and the handoff, right side of the line, and it's a tussle at the edge. They're going to be shorts. They didn't get hardly anything there, if at all.
No, they didn't. And to be honest with you, I don't know why. We just didn't get the ball in Wyatt Denny's hands there.
So 4th and about 3 or 4. Freddie smelling blood here.
Great job here from this Fredericktown defense, though, this game. We talked about that pregame. Hey, they've been struggling on the defense side. They are doing pretty solidly here And a big impact player is Gavin Toombs there in the end. They are avoiding him like the plague right now.
This will be a big defensive play right here as the snap is given to Denny. Left side on a sweep to the left. He's going to get the first down, and he's into the open. 15, 10, 5, touchdown. He's in. 35 yards.
No, great job from Denny. Well, and like I just said, hey, they are avoiding Gavin Toombs. That's exactly what they did. We're going to run it opposite of him, get upfield. Great effort from Wyatt Denny.
So Cardington trying to stay alive here as it's now 26-12. That makes it a little bit different game here. And like you said, the Freddies are going to want to keep the gas on the pedal here, because the one thing that Cardington will do is take a lot of time off the clock. You don't want to give it back to him quick. Here's the snap, and it's going to be the quarterback, Williamson, straight up the middle, and he's going to get shoved back, and he does not get in. So 26-12 the score with 7:52 to go. Third quarter, Cardington gets the score back in a moment on WMBO.
This is Jess Kirby, Development Director from Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center. We are here to be a light in the darkness for our community, so please join us for a 5K and Family Glow Night fundraiser on Saturday, October 5th from 6 to 8:30 p.m. at the MVNU Chapel. There will be family activities including a coffee truck, ice cream, a bounce house, yard games, and hundreds of glow items to share. To register, visit friendsofksp.com and click on the 5K tab. Come shine with us.
Pizza Cottage in Mount Vernon is one of 11 pizza cottages in Ohio. They are among the nation's best performing pizzerias and ranked in Pizza Today. The finest ingredients is used daily. Treat your customers and employees like family and always give back to the community. Offering not only takeout but also dine-in and full bar. Book your group parties today. Find Pizza Cottage on Facebook or go to pizza-cottage.com to begin your journey of tastes.
And back at Fredericktown, where the score is 26-12. Cardington able to tap on 6 there. And the Freddies will come back out on the field to get another try at it. And we said it. I think it's worth saying again. They're going to keep the pedal to the metal here. Time of possession for the Freddies last week was a problem, especially in the second half against Utica. And it's still not – it's still a spread here of some scores. But if you're the Freddies, you do want to keep some momentum.
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, just don't let the foot off the pedal. It's so easy to say, okay, hey, we're going to run the time out the clock. Hey, that fast-paced offense has worked for you here in the first half.
Well, if you played enough video games, Madden football or something, when you do that, you screw up. Right?
Yeah, so every time. I always feel like that game somehow gets you in the end.
Roush and Davis back. Onside kick attempt here. It's high, and it's a loose ball. No, Freddies will land on it. And a good job by the hands team up there. That was 55?
Yeah.
So that was Devin Witt landing on it for Fredericktown.
Talking to Matt, I don't think I've ever seen that high of an onside kick before.
No, usually not.
Usually it hits the ground. It was unique. I'll give
a worthy try.
Probably realistically, about the same field possession he'd be in.
Yeah. It's been kind of what it's been all night.
Yeah, everyone's kind of been at 30-35 mark on both sides.
Nothing lost there. Trip receivers to the left. Here's the snap high. Sweep out to the left side. It's going to be Sipes, runs into traffic. He ran into his own blockers and some white jerseys there. Goes down kind of hard. That's a loss of a half yard probably.
Wyatt Denny ended up getting. He did run into his own guys, but Wyatt Denny records the tackle.
So I guess he didn't lose anything. It'll be 2nd and 10 for the Freddies. Out to the right side will be Dalton Lang. And he was a Pizza Cottage a Mount Vernon player of the game, I think, wasn't he, a couple weeks ago? Here's the snap, rolling out right. Now back to the left side, the quarterback, Sipes, taking his time. Boy, he does not get nervous at all. Throws it out of bounds.
Nice.
He just does not get nervous. That's fantastic.
That was a great catch there from 41 on the
sideline. Yeah, that didn't matter.
That was a freshman,
Jared.
Jesse Bean. It didn't matter. It was a great pass,
no, he doesn't get any credit for that. Sorry.
Oh, man.
No, but you look at Sipes there. He's got 5 guys bearing down on him. He doesn't care. He sets up a picnic, and, I got time.
That was a good rush.
He's very
Cardington
poised.
too.
Very poised, yeah. And it was a controlled rush. They didn't let him let him
and
go
not let him
anywhere.
outside. That
No.
was the key there. And, hey, let him go back. Let him go back. Have your coverage guys stay tight.
Here's the snap. Sipes rolling out to the right side. Big block by Roush, and Sipes has room. He's going to go for the first down across the 45 and even into Cardington territory, the 48-yard line. Did you see the block Roush laid on that defender?
Yeah, no, and that's why, you say, okay, hey, 44 yards, not a huge impact in the first half. You're kidding, because he had the touchdown run, and he can block so well. He knows, hey, if he doesn't get the ball, Sipes is keeping it. I got to hit somebody, and he hammers down. Great job from Elijah Roush there.
1st and 10, ball near the right hash mark, 48-yard line of Cardington. The Fredericktown Freddies. Sipes with the snap, fakes the handoff one way, then gives it to Roush up the middle, breaks out to the right side. Nice run up to the 41-yard line. That'll be a gain of 7.
No, good job there from Elijah Roush. He is such a threat and just a good, solid player, 5'11", 190 senior.
Yeah, he just had a burst, man.
Yeah.
Like lightning through that gap.
Well, and that's kind of the key. Okay, hey, they're kind of able to contain Sipes here a little bit. We're handing off. And then what are you going to see? Sipes going to keep that thing.
2nd and 3 for the Freddies, leading this game 26-12. Here's the snap. And Sipes right up the middle, and he gets the first down. Faked it to Davis there. Davis limping a little bit as he comes towards the sideline. 5 minutes, 54 seconds to go in this third quarter. Danbury Senior Living, Knox County Veteran Services. Starting point of Knox County. Griffin Insurance, Howard Hilton, Foster's Pharmacy, and Mount Vernon Nazarene University are sponsors of Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction. Friday Night Lights, our other game tonight in action. 2 out to the left side with Kyle Kerstetter and Austin Maurice. Here's the snap. And the handoff coming through left side of the line, and pickup of 2-3 yards.
Going.
Oh, still going. And maybe as many as 5 yards on the gain by not stopping. And that was carried by Dalton Lang. He's had a couple of carries tonight like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, what really opened that up was a sophomore, Aiden Ebersol. Just kept his block. He took that guy down 10 yards down the field, and that was a key guy to make a tackle early.
So it'll be 2nd and 5, ball near the left hash mark at the 31-yard line. Toombs split out wide right with one other and 2 left. In motion is Davis from left to right. They'll overload that side. Sipes, a little bubble screen out there, gets Toombs. Toombs stiff arms one, trying to get past another tackler. Can't do it. He'll go down at about the line of scrimmage.
That's a couple screens here to Toombs in the game. They have not been very productive, but the thing about Gavin is he's been the monster on defense tonight.
Yes. Lost a yard on that one. It'll be 3rd down. And about 6 from the 32-yard line into Cardington territory. Freddies are enjoying burning the clock a little bit along the way here.
Absolutely.
Carter Mall, wide left, one right, shotgun snap. Sipes, he's looking. He's going to run out towards the left sideline to the 30, turns upfield 25, near the 21. That should be a first down. A little gasp in the crowd there. It looked like he kind of got his neck knocked back.
Yeah, well, he's getting wrapped up in the legs and then contact up high on him. And he finds that lane. He finds that daylight and goes. He is just so good at finding the daylight.
1st and 10, ball will set at the 21-yard line. Cardington territory. The Freddies will split out Carter Mall to the right side. Andy Kirshner wide left. Davis out to the right. One tucked behind the line. Here's the snap. Handoff, Roush up the middle. Then he breaks right. Gets into traffic. Gets taken down by 2 white jerseys. That should be a loss on the play, or they're going to give him. No, he's got a little forward motion there. About a yard. So 2nd and 9 for the Freddies.
Not much. That's not what you were wanting there on first and 10.
Clock running, 3:13 now here in the third quarter, leading 26-12. The Fredericktown Freddies coming to tonight 1-2, a little worse than they were hoping. A lot worse for some.
Yeah,
some
but
would
none
say.
of that mattered. You
And
know,
now you're in
we're
the
KMAC.
conference.
Yep,
you're
we're
right.
in KMAC. It mattered, but
Well,
now it doesn't.
And now with the way the postseason plays out, you get the top 16 teams or whatever. One game doesn't kill you as the run to the right side picks up about 4 yards. Because that used to matter. You couldn't afford to lose a game in a lot of your conferences.
No, you couldn't.
Or, even non-conference.
It's really opened it up. It's kind of amazing to watch. Because you get teams with losing records, and, hey, they just slide right in, no problem. Sometimes get a home game. They're just, wow. It is a good opportunity for kids to continue playing the game.
Yeah, at first, it was a lot of rumble about it. But I think it was good to open it up more. Because sometimes the way certain teams would be in certain conferences were never going to get in. Didn't matter if they had a perfect record. And so this does open an opportunity up. 2 left. Here's the snap and roll. Out to the left side. Sipes is going to keep it. Finds a hold to the 10, the 5, twisting and turning, and he's going to be just short at about the 1 yard marker.
Oh, he was close on that. They wanted that call, but he was stopped just short. Man, he just finds the lane.
Fredericktown doing their job here. They're moving the ball down the field. They're keeping the pedal to the metal, but they are taking time off the clock between plays. All important things. Taking control of the clock. 2 to the right. Here's the snap. Roush up the middle, and he twists and turns in for the score. Touchdown, Freddies. That's Elijah Roush's second touchdown, right?
Second touchdown.
So Sipes has 2.
Sipes has 3.
He has 3.
Roush has 2.
Roush has 2.
We haven't been the greatest at the extra point game, so that's why it kind of feels different.
This is the kind, and the extra point is something they're working on, obviously.
Yep.
Yeah.
Week
when
1,
you look at postseason, you have to have it.
In week 1, they didn't kick at all. And remember, really, that game came down to
they tried at the very end, remember?
Yep.
They tried to manage at the end, but you're right. They didn't at all at the beginning, and that was kind of their game plan because they knew that was a soft part of the game. Here's the kick. It's not going to be good. That's something you do have to have for the postseason.
No, you sure do. And I think I actually have that stat. Extra point good. He's 2 for 5, it looks like.
Okay.
So that's a big improvement.
Got to start somewhere. 32-12, 1:42 to go in the third quarter. Freddies on top. We'll be back in a moment on WMBO Sports.
Your sinks are backed up, the electric in your master bedroom needs rewired, and now the wife is asking for a new addition. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Now Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004. They can fix your electrical and plumbing needs and give your bathroom and kitchen a remodel.
Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Enjoy the season. Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction. 740-627-8004.
And don't forget, at the end of the game, the Pizza Cottage of Mount Vernon Player of the Game will be awarded to that special player. They'll get a pizza, a shirt, and be on the wall at Pizza Cottage of Mount Vernon. By the way, if you haven't been there, it's fantastic. And you can come there Monday night and join us from 7 until 8. Here's the kickoff, squib low, and it's going to be caught right in the gut at the 43-yard line. And that was number 13, Evan Stover. I'm not sure he was expecting that, but he caught
reaction. It. Yeah, that's great reaction time because, it's kind of, Fredericktown does that often, those little squib kicks. They're kind of hoping it touches somebody, No, it's a good movement there for Evan. Man, I was hoping, Curtis, just now, it's youth night here in Fredericktown. I'm kind of surprised the young Colt cheerleaders are still down there, and they were all just throwing these little footballs. I was trying to get us one. I was trying hard.
Did it come close?
No, I don't think the little ones could get it up here.
You didn't run the right route, maybe.
We've seen some rough route running today, and me included.
Yes. 1st and 10, and we've got a timeout on the field. 1:41 to go here in the third quarter. We'll break again. Back in a moment on WMBO Sports.
This is Jess Kirby, Development Director from Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center. We are here to be a light in the darkness for our community, so please join us for a 5K and Family Glow Night fundraiser on Saturday, October 5th from 6 to 8:30 p.m. at the MVNU Chapel. There will be family activities including a coffee truck, ice cream, a bounce house, yard games, and hundreds of glow items to share. To register, visit friendsofksp.com and click on the 5K tab. Come shine with us.
Back after the timeout. 1st and 10. The Cardington Pirates with the ball. One receiver left. Wings on both sides. Here's the snap. And the ball is loose, so there's a flag. That was going to be a fumble, and they are actually saved by a false start. They are saved by a false start because that ball come back, it got kicked around and ended up going back towards the Fredericktown side of the line.
Yeah, it was not looking good. Fredericktown was probably going to take that to the house.
So the penalty will mark them back 5 yards, and it'll be 1st and 15 now for the Cardington Pirates, who trail 32-12 here with 1:40 remaining in quarter number 3.
Out of 7 penalties of Cardington, 4 of them is on the first play of their offensive drive.
Receiver left, one in motion. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. It's Williamson straight ahead, and he's going to pick up about 3 yards here. So it'll be 2nd and about 11.
A little confusion there. I don't think that was designed for Williamson to keep that ball. He went to hand it off, nobody home.
And that has been a little bit of a factor for them tonight. They get in these runs where they do really good and move down the field, and then they have these situations where they're just not sure what they're doing.
They're just not finishing here tonight.
One receiver now to the right side, ball at the left hash mark. Here's the snap. And the ball is loose, and there's a flag. And down goes the quarterback, Williamson. That'll be a loss of 7 until we figure out what this penalty is about. Or was it a marker that was just thrown way?
It was thrown high.
Cardington's hoping they don't go put it at the marker. 3rd down.
Oh, these 3rd and longs. I mean, Cardington has not converted one of these once. They've converted a couple 3rd and shorts, but not a 3rd and long, and they've been in this situation throughout the course of this game often.
2 wide right, 1 to the left side. Wings on both sides. Here's the snap. Quarterback Williamson drops back, looking for the throw down the field. Arms it out to the left wing. It's caught along the sideline. Is he in bounds? They say yes. And that's enough for a 1st down to the 45-yard line of the Freddies.
No, great pass there. A good route run there, too.
Yep.
So Journey Williamson is 3 for 3 here in the second half.
And if you're Cardington, you might want to take advantage of the fact that Freddies are playing in front of themselves because they're not going to give you anything deep, right? So you might as well take what they get you if you're Cardington.
Yeah.
2 right. Here's the snap. Handoff Denny. Left side around the end of the line. Turns upfield. Big smashing hit at the 40-yard line. And a pretty big run by Denny.
Looks like Carter
the senior,
Mole
or junior.
Tackle. Senior for Fredericktown. Yeah, no, Denny, Wyatt is he's impressed me, but you got to have more than one weapon in today's ball game.
2nd and, well, that's the end of the 3rd quarter, just like that. We'll be back in a moment. 4th quarter action next. Fredericktown leads at 32-12 on WMVO Sports.
Utica Feed and Hardware offers a wide range of services to our clients. With a grain elevator, you'll be loaded up and off on your way in no time. We have formulated feed mixes for livestock as well. If you're in need of plumbing, electrical, paints, lawn and garden supplies, we have you covered. Located in Utica at 138 Church Street, 740-892-3831. Utica Feed and Hardware, 740-892-3831.
Veterans serving veterans.
That's what we do here at Knox County Veteran Services. Hi, I'm Kevin Henthorne, your Executive Director.
And I'm Financial Coordinator Melissa Schenk.
And we're here to meet the needs of Knox County veterans and their families.
We can help with emergency financial assistance,
filing of disability and pension claims, VA healthcare enrollment, and even transportation to VA healthcare facilities.
Please give us a call at 740-393-6742 or stop in and see us at our new location at 105 East Chestnut Street in Mount Vernon.
And welcome back. Here, as a lot of action just happened, the ball got lost at the end of the play and bounced around and around the 25-yard line, and the Freddies will have it.
Oh, I thought he was down when that ball came loose. Obviously, I'm not down there on the field. You got a lot better perspective as a referee. Oh, that's unfortunate for this Cardington team. I mean, they're getting the ball moving on offense here.
So the Freddies will have the ball here. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Boy, they've had a great night tonight. Here's the snap. Sipes hands off to Roush right up the middle. Nice move behind his blocker, and he's going to be close to a first down. Just a little bit short. Maybe a yard and a half shy. And the Freddies looking pretty good here tonight. And the end of this one looks pretty good, but it's still a little early to call that.
Yeah, it is. Cardington's offense has really improved. Just turnovers, penalties are killing them.
Kirshner out to the left, 2 to the right side. Here's the snap. Sipes hands it off to Toombs. He's running and rolling to the 50, to the 40, 30. It's a horse race to the 15. 5, touchdown! Gavin Toombs.
63-yard run, or hang on, no, it'd be 67-yard run.
6'5" junior, 6'5", 225 pounds. Gets his 3rd touchdown of the season, and that was a big one. And did you say 67 yards?
Yep, 67-yard
Uncannily, that was Sipes'
that was
first run,
first
67
play
yards.
of the game.
Yeah.
67 is a magic number here in Fredericktown tonight. Great job for Gavin Toombs. We knew we were going to say his name on offense.
We thought he was going to get taken out maybe at the 10, and he just muscled through it. Gets the score, 38-12. And waiting the point after, and the whistles are a-blowing. Toombs coming out of the game. Was it an injury type or equipment?
I think equipment. He's pretty upset.
Yeah,
I don't know.
On
the special teams, on the extra point, take your breather, kid.
Yeah.
He's been in the game all game long.
So the freshman kicker here trying the attempt, and it's going to be a little short, a little under. And still working away on that. Got 2 of them tonight, right?
Yeah.
Was it 2? 1, 2?
2. He's got 2 of them.
11:04, 38-12, Fredericktown. Another score here. When we come back, it'll be kickoff on WMVO.
To take your career to the next level with Mount Vernon Nazarene University, you can earn your degree entirely online, anywhere, anytime. Our bachelor's and master's programs are designed to help you balance your education with work, family, and other priorities. Here at MVNU Online, we craft our faith-based programs specifically for your success. Learn more at mvnu.edu or call us today at 1-800-839-2355. Mount Vernon Nazarene University.
You're listening to High School Football Friday Night Lights, presented by Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction on WMVO.
And back in Fredericktown, Curtis Inland, Jared Stein with you here tonight on a beautiful night for football. Boy, the weather is fantastic. Austin Stinnett, our producer tonight. Delaney Kerstetter on camera, and on the field cam is John Wareham. And the ball is kicked back behind the return man, and he kind of was going to let it go, but now he's going to pick it up to the 15, to the 20-yard line, and he'll go down there. And that was Kalen Briggs. And it was almost like Briggs was treating it like a punt. I'm just going to let it go. Wait a minute, I got to pick that up. It's kind of odd there. Not great field position here for Cardington. As a matter of fact, this would be the worst field position on a return they've had so far.
For both teams, yeah. No, this is a rough spot to be.
Well, I think they were expecting that squib kick that Fredericktown had been doing all night, so he was way up.
I don't know intentionally so, but
well, that's you can argue that one now with the kicker.
Hey, folks, comment on Facebook or on the YouTube if you're following on the live streams. Who do you think you have for player of the game? We want you guys to be involved, and let us know down in the comments.
Here's the snap and the pitch out to the right side around the end of the line, and leaping is going to be Denny to pick up extra yardage. That's about an 8-yard pickup there for Cardington. And great effort by the junior. So that'll give him actually 9 yards on that, so 2nd and a yard to go for a first down. Clock running at 10:35 in the final remaining quarter. Receiver left wide, ball at the right hash mark, 3 down up front defensively. Here's the snap, handoff, Denny, and he gets taken behind the line of scrimmage. And that was, let's give some credit here to number 72, John Warner, the 5'11 senior. He tripped up that play for Fredericktown.
No, he was pretty darn excited about it too. He's been back there. I've seen 72 quite often. He's 5'11", 225. Whew, he's a big boy to get back in the backfield.
Somebody owes him some donuts tomorrow morning. Or some apple pies. I guess they're having their bake sale at Fredericktown tomorrow for the athletic department.
Ooh. Well, good thing it wasn't tonight while I was in town, because I would most certainly come home with
Snap, handoff up the middle. That'll be a first down for Cardington. And they'll move the chains. It's probably a matter of time tonight. Much needed victory for Fredericktown this evening if they can finish things off without anything happening here.
A good first down pickup, but this Cardington offense, I mean, it's so ground heavy. Although I think Willison's
they've seen
done
some
a good
light,
job.
here at the end of the game.
Yeah. But they take up so much time. You know, we talked about time possession. This is working in the opposite effect for you as Cardington.
You got to be able to move faster. You have to have a couple of gears, right? Two receivers left. Denny gets the handoff, little counter inside. He gets room to the 50. No one's catching him. To the 40, 20, 10, 5. Oh, he got tripped up. And he's going to fall around the 5-yard line. Boy, he is just kicking himself right now. What a great run, though, by the junior Denny. And that was, 65 yards?
Yeah, I got it. It's, 64 is what I got.
64.372 to be exact. So it'll be first and goal from the 5-yard line. Boy, that kid can run, can't he?
He's got wheels for days. He's had an incredible performance here. It's just,
Williamson quarterback, Denny behind him. Here's the snap, handoff Denny, left side of the line. He hits it, and he advances close to the goal line. About a yard, maybe a half yard away. So second and goal. 38-12. Boy, Cardington would have liked to have some of this momentum earlier in the game.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It really just that first quarter, 19-0 zip.
Yeah, they were disheveled.
Yeah, that really, I felt like the rest of this game's been quite competitive between both teams.
Wings capping both ends of the line. One's in motion. Here's the snap, handoff. Denny left side, and he bolsters in for the score. Touchdown, Cardington. With 8:07 on the clock in the fourth quarter, that'll make it 38-18, 20-point difference. And they'll work on their two-point conversion here. Williamson, shotgun. Here's the snap. Williamson out to the right, and he stretches it out, and he can't get there. He is backed up, and that is no good for 2. So 8:07 to go in the fourth quarter, 38-18. Fredericktown leads it here on Friday Night Lights, brought to you by Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction. It is just a little bit past 9 o'clock. Your legal ID, WQIO HD2, Mount Vernon.
This is Jess Kirby, Development Director from Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center. We are here to be a light in the darkness for our community, so please join us for a 5K and Family Glow Night fundraiser on Saturday, October 5th from 6 to 8:30 p.m. at the MVNU Chapel. There will be family activities including a coffee truck, ice cream, a bounce house, yard games, and hundreds of glow items to share. To register, visit friendsofksp.com and click on the 5K tab. Come shine with us.
Alumni Roofing is a full-service commercial roofing contractor providing commercial and industrial roofing solutions. Located in Lexington, Ohio, providing service to much of north central Ohio, including the greater metropolitan areas of Columbus, Cleveland, and Akron. Preventive maintenance programs, roof health assessment, storm damage assessment, roof replacement, roof restoration, and more. Call 419-884-9715 and mention this ad to receive a free thermal scan and a full roof health assessment. Alumni Roofing would like to give a shout-out to the Fredericktown High School Band Program.
And ready for kickoff here after the Cardington touchdown. 38-18, Freddies lead it. Here's an onside kick. Fair caught at the 45-yard line. The ball was in the air, and nicely done by Dalton Lang, the senior, for Fredericktown. So they'll get great field position here just outside of the 50.
That's a name we've heard a couple times here tonight too. He's been kind of a pretty good weapon out there for them. When Sipes needs a break, Elijah needs a break, or hey, they're catching on to us, you see Dalton Lang end up getting that ball.
Kirshner splits out to the left side. Toombs inside of him, 2 to the right side. Sipes, the quarterback. Big night for him tonight. Missile, something on the field. Oh, they got the T out there.
Don't want to trip on that.
No. Natural turf here at Fredericktown. Field beautifully lined.
They do a nice job. I like the F in the
yes,
middle.
Looks very good. Davis in motion. Here's the snap. Handoff Roush right up the middle, and he got caught by the shoulder pads by the lineman, and that'll be a 3-yard gain to the 50.
Speaking of line of fields, it's no secret I do live in East Knox School District. They have an electronic robot that now lines the fields.
No kidding.
No kidding. Yeah, it's the darndest thing to watch. It's cool.
So you got fired. Your lines were too
I never
got
got to line the fields. I wouldn't do a very good job. I'm not a painter.
2 left, 2 to the right side. Ball at the right hash mark. That's interesting. Wonder if anybody else is doing that. Handoff. And it's right up the middle. It's fake. Sipes all alone. He's going to score.
50-yarder.
50 yards out. And Sipes says, hey, I'll just tap a 4th touchdown on for the night. Nobody was there. Nobody.
No
flags on the field with my quick scan.
They had a solid fake to Gavin Toombs, who just broke a 67-yarder.
Did that not look just like the first play from the line of scrimmage for a touchdown?
Yep.
Same play, same defensive structure.
Same result. Other than a
Same result.
67-yard tutty, it was a 50-yard touchdown.
Score advances to 44-18. I said, if you remember, that this was a basketball game.
Yes, you did.
And what does it look like right now?
It does look like a basketball score.
Here's the point after. This one got up in the air, and it's good. And there's a celebration. And everybody proud of their young Isaiah Brake, a freshman, 5'6", 150. That one looked good, really good there.
It did. That was a nice kick. And it got this capacity crowd on their feet.
Yeah, good for him. Good for him. We'll take a break. 45-18, Fredericktown well in control. 7:22 to go in the 4th quarter. Back in a moment on WMBO Sports. Cummins Electric Plumbing and Construction, Friday Night Lights.
Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is proud to care for area athletes. Fellowship trained in complex knee and shoulder surgery, orthopedic surgeon Dr. Kyle Randall and sports medicine physician Dr. Jeremy Ream provide comprehensive sports medicine and orthopedic care for athletes, weekend warriors, and anyone who wants to get back on their feet, from strains and sprains to ACL and shoulder reconstruction. Avita has the experts you need. Call 419-709-8645.
And back here at Fredericktown, where the Freddies score again. Sipes on a 50-yard run right up the middle. Nobody saw him coming. He had a great fake, by the way. That was Roush. Here's the kickoff, and this one's going to go back to the 15-yard line. It'll be picked up there by Cardington to the 20, 25, 30. Still blocking and still moving up to about the 35-yard line. And that's where Cardington Pirates will have it, trailing 45-18. Thank you for joining us tonight. The Pizza Cottage Mount Vernon player of the game coming up here in a little bit.
Yeah, no, excited for that. Hey, just a few score updates in the area. Danville is pulling away from Mount Gilead, 20-8. Halftime,
that changed fast.
Yeah, at halftime they were down 8-6. East Knox going towards the end of the 4th, up 28-0 over Loudonville. Final, Centerburg Northmore. Northmore got them by 1, 27-26.
Here's the snap, and nowhere going for Cardington. And Fredericktown all over that one. That'll be a loss of about a yard. And I'm not sure. I'm going to throw this out there because I heard that maybe Wingard was injured, but I don't know that if he was playing tonight or not. That's a main key for Northmore this season.
That is really
You've
big.
got the arm of A.J. Bauer, and the main receiver was Wingard, who is just incredible. So I don't know the story on that, but that might play into a lot of games this season.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
Receiver left, one wide to the right, one's in motion. Here's the snap, and the ball's fumbled. It's loose on the ground. And It looks like Cardington probably still has it. Otherwise, Freddies would be all jumping up and down.
Ooh.
So it'll be 3rd down and 12. They've had a couple of those exchanges tonight. One they got fortunate on, if you remember, was a false start was called as that ball was getting fumbled and went actually back into the line of Fredericktown.
Yeah, no, that was the one false start that Cardington was okay.
Happy.
We're fine with
we'll
that.
Take that. Here's the snap and the pitch out to the left side. It's going to be Denny. Gets through traffic on the end, and he's across the 40-yard line, still pushing ahead. A lot of red jerseys coming on. The ball squirts out, and I think it's down, but 44-yard line. Is that enough to move the chains? Not quite.
No.
So it's 4th and about a half yard. Obviously, it's 4. This is 4th down territory. You're going to go for it.
No,
in this situation,
it sure is. And man, hats off to Wyatt Denny. I mean, I know, hey, you're trailing bigly at this point, but man, the kid just keeps going. He's incredible to watch. Hopefully Cardington kind of put some of these pieces together with the line, some of the confusion they had early on in the game, and really let that young man eat down there in the football.
4th and a yard. Here's the snap. Quarterback Williamson trying to get across the line. I don't think he did it.
Nope.
I think he is short. That would be a turnover on downs. It'll be Fredericktown ball.
That was 72 again, John Warner. We've said his name a couple times. He's got a couple tackles for a loss here tonight.
Thanks for joining us tonight on the radio, 100.9 FM, 93.7 HD2, and also on Facebook and on YouTube tonight. I know we had quite a few watching there, and we appreciate you very much doing so. Spread it around. We'll be back next week. We might, Jared and I might be covering Danville Northmore. We'll let you know as we get into next week. 1 wide left, 1 to the right side, and that's Brody Davis in the I formation from under center. That's new, and here's the snap. Right side, the carry across from the 40. Tegan Rule's old number 19, and that's Aiden Ebersol, the sophomore, carrying his first ball for the night. So we're seeing some new faces in here for the Fredericktown Freddies as they lead 45-18, under 5 minutes to go.
And that's what you would expect here at this point. Looks like freshman Caden Gibson's just going in too.
I think Coach Will Hartley's got to be a lot happier with his team this week.
Freshman quarterback.
Here's the snap and the handoff up the middle. Flag has been thrown, and it's going to be carried for a first down, and then a little change across the 30 by Junior Butler. But a flag, did you say?
Yeah, it's still down. It was thrown. We have to be careful here tonight with these refs. We don't want to call anything too early because we really talk and they discuss it out, but they're doing a good job overall.
So that'll bring the Freddies back to about the 42-yard line. And the quarterback right now is John Ashcraft, 6 foot 170-pound freshman. Out to the left side split is Elisha Snow. 1 wide to the right, 4:24 remaining in this game. And I think it's safe to go ahead and name our player of the game. Pizza Cottage of Mount Vernon player of the game.
I think she's gearing up to go down there. Do we call that yet?
What's that?
Do we call that yet?
Yes. They're giving me all kinds of motions here, Jared. Yes. Sipes. Blake Sipes.
Oh, it's got to be. Yeah.
Our player of the game tonight. He has had an exceptional night. Maybe you can talk about that. Here's the snap. And it's going to be the quarterback keeping it, Ashcraft, and he's going to get a first down across the 33-yard line.
Yep. No, good opportunity for Fredericktown. There's a bunch of young men here on the field. A lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores, a lot of guys that you're going to see tomorrow morning play for this team. And hey, to pick up the first down, I mean, they're going to be excited.
Absolutely, it's exciting, and you know it's good to get those guys out on the field, on the varsity field Friday night, get that experience. That way, when you do need them out there, they've had that before. 2 left, 2 wide to the right, flag line. Somebody lined up wrong, I think. Offsides on the defense. So that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Tonight's game brought to you by Starting Point of Knox County, Griffin Insurance, Howard Hilton, Foster's Pharmacy, Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Spearman Financial Services, Elite Preparedness, Pizza Cottage, Vita Health Systems, Cubbage Electric, Plumbing and Construction. Brian Cubbage, thanks so much. Licking Knox Goodwill, Utica Feed and Hardware, Alumni Roofing, Danbury Senior Living, Knox County Veterans Services, Country Court Skilled Nursing, and the Living Center Senior Living Apartment Community. Here's the snap, and in trouble. A running back will go down, and that is Caden Gibson, a 5'6", 125-pound freshman.
Yeah, let that clock roll. So, hey, back to the Pizza Cottage player of the game. Obviously announced Blake Sipes. It was a very easy decision. First half, he had 157 yards, 3 touchdowns, threw 3 for 5 just in the first half alone. Overall, now these are unofficial stats. I might add that. Tyler Mathias will correct me, I'm sure, throughout the course of the next few days.
He will enjoy doing it.
Yes, but from what I'm seeing, we got a
flag on the play. That's good. Go ahead.
From what I'm seeing, Blake Sipes had a crazy 252 yards on the ground today.
Yeah.
Did throw 3 of 7. So and it was 3. He was 3 for 5 in the first half. Yeah. So he just couldn't quite come together here in the second half. Not that they were going to pass much anyway. 4 touchdowns for Blake Sipes. Unbelievable performance. What's really, really cool, and Pizza Cottage does a fantastic job. Blake Sipes is going to receive a T-shirt. He's going to receive a free pizza. And he's going to have his picture hung on the wall there in the shop. This is Blake Sipes, number 2.
Yeah, it's the second time around. But you just can't deny it.
First time we've had a back-to-back now. 2-time Pizza Cottage player of the game. Big congratulations to the young man, Blake Sipes.
3rd and 11 here as the Freddies will get a victory tonight at the minute 44 remaining. We've sent Delaney down to get an interview with Blake after the game. This is how it works out. Sometimes we're able to get them right away, and we can do it live here. If that doesn't work out in a timely manner, we record them and then we'll post them. Here's the snap and the keeper. And a big hit at the end of that run. And John Ashcraft, boy, he went down hard. And it'll be 4th down and 9 for the young Freddies squad that's out on the field right now.
Yeah, it's a freshman. Might still have some room to grow here, right? He's a young man, but 6 foot, 170 pounds, John Ashcraft.
Hey, I went from 5'2" as a freshman to 6'4" as a senior. Woohoo! Crazy.
I don't know if we're going to see.
Throw right side and got hammered after it. And is it caught in and out of the hands? Nice try there.
That was a nice pass, too. Hey,
yeah.
Let your guy come up and get it. Just couldn't quite do so.
And Ashcraft just got clobbered when he released that ball. That was a tough hit.
Yeah, we always say it's hard to pass when you are being hit, but he got that ball off. He got it off on target. Hey, cheerleaders are throwing out footballs again.
Hey, why don't you have your arms out there and
come on, Austin.
Get some attention.
Get in on this. Let's go.
I mean, I think we've only had it happen once on the broadcast where we've caught a football.
I need Blake Sipes to throw one of those. He can get it up here. John Ashcraft can, too. We just saw that.
Cardington with the ball here. Final remaining seconds, having a little fun. 47 seconds. Here's the pitch out to the right side, and the carry gets around the end and stretches ahead. Still fighting for things. Josh Gower is a freshman for Cardington. And, you know, if you're a freshman out there, you're looking at the clock. I got a minute. I'm going to show the coach everything I've got right now.
Give me this other play, coach.
29 seconds left. They might not get another one off. Play clock at 30, so they wouldn't have to. We'll see what they choose to do here. And, again, we'll try to get the player of the game on quickly. It just depends on what they do. That's going to run the clock off. Final 11 seconds coming off. And the final score is 45-18. The Fredericktown Freddies win this one tonight against Cardington. And our starting point of Knox County postgame show coming up next on WMBO.
Hey, football fans, as we cheer on our teams this season, let's talk about a crucial support team right here in Mount Vernon.
At Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center, we're here to support you through every decision, just like a coach guides you through the big game.
Whether it's about pregnancy testing or exploring your options, Starting Point is all about giving you the information and support you need.
Just like every play counts on the field, every choice you make for your life matters.
For more information, visit knoxstartingpoint.com.
Knox Starting Point. You have more choices than you think.
Lights presented by Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction on WMVO.
And welcome back here on WMVO Friday Night Lights. I'm Curtis Newland along with Jared Stein. Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction, our Friday Night Lights title sponsor. And you have any numbers or stats or things you want to throw at us here?
Yeah, no, sure do. Not what Cardington was hoping for. What really opened up this game was that first quarter. Fredericktown came out hot. They came out great on defense, 19-0 there in the first quarter. Cardington did do much better in the middle of the game, second and third quarter. They only gave up 3 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns, and they got 3 touchdowns themselves. The problem was the fourth quarter, they just couldn't get together. Their time possession was too long. Kind of an ugly game for Cardington overall. Some of the positives, Wyatt Denny, 180 yards, so he's keeping up with his averages, doing really good. He averaged 7 yards going into the game per carry, had 2 touchdowns. Journey Williamson threw 3 of 8. All 3 of those completions came in the second half. He also had a short touchdown run back in the second quarter for opening up the touchdowns for Cardington. Fredericktown, though, oh my goodness, way to put it together, way to game plan. Hats off to the coaching staff.
Yes, because they had we talked about a lot of penalties in the last several games, and tonight they really tightened that up. How many? 3 total?
3. And
no personal foul penalties, right?
Nope. Which that's huge, because that first game you and I did, there was 2 of them, and there was 3 of them for Highland. It was an ugly game.
Check. I think they're going to try to get Sipes. Am I able to? We're going to see if we can. Just a second here, Jared. Maybe you can talk for a second.
Yeah, absolutely. So hey, we're going to break down a little bit of Fredericktown's numbers to open up the game. Very first play of the game was Blake Sipes' 67-yard run touchdown. The extra point there was missed, but to open up the game, first play of the game, 67-yard, kept that ball, did a great job. For Fredericktown, Gavin Toombs had a 67-yard touchdown run. Elijah Roush had 44 yards for the game and 2 touchdowns. He is so consistent, especially in the red zone. He just knows how to keep those feet moving and plow through. Dalton Lang had a couple carries, did a great job. Blake Sipes, though, our WMVO Pizza Cottage player of the game, unofficial, but 252 yards a carry, 4 touchdowns, threw 3 for 7. Just did a phenomenal job. 157 of those yards came in the first half, 95 in the third quarter, really. Blake Sipes did a great job. Bear with us as we're trying to get Delaney Kirshner live with our WMVO Pizza Cottage player of the game.
And as we, you never know, because the team always has traditions. So
Yes.
they go ring the bell, they go do
It's
the
a
alma
new
mater.
tradition right here.
And so we end up, waiting for a while. And so that might lead us here to just record it and then post it later. And you'll see it here tonight and over the weekend type of thing. And it looks like that might be what needs to happen. So we're not going to languish here any longer. They'll take care of it. Or are they going to have it?
I think they're grabbing them right now.
All right.
Well, I don't know. You need to interview this band, Delaney. This band was phenomenal.
Well, we can interview
tonight.
the band.
They were phenomenal.
Yeah. Do we have a live shot of the band there coming across?
They're like running. I think they're going to do a post-game show. They did a pregame show that was like most high schools' halftime show. They did an incredible halftime show. And now we get treated to a post-game show by the Fredericktown Freddies band. Man, they really are. They're fun. They're fun to watch. Here we go.
Okay, here we go.
Uh-oh. Get a good view of the lights.
Well, it's live video.
There's Delaney. Hey, this is all new to us. This is only, the second game, I think, doing live.
So here we go.
Bear with us and have some fun, folks.
right. Well, we can see them. We can't hear them. So they'll be recording it, and we'll get it on later. It's going to be a wrap here. I want to thank all of you for watching tonight. Fredericktown with a big win over Cardington. We can at least let you watch it, I guess. And then they'll post the audio here a little bit
Hey, how
later.
about you
it's
play
fun, right?
You play
It's fun.
Blake Sipes, I'll play Delaney. Okay.
Boy, this is, I don't know.
Or well, that's vice versa.
The ratings are going to go either way up or way down. I don't know. Anyway, so I think they are recording that, right? Okay. So we'll post that later on here. Anyway, a lot of fun. It's always fun Friday night, community game. Want to thank our staff. Jared, thank you very much. Austin Stedet, our producer. Delaney Kerstetter on the field there with John Wareham. And, again, we will post that a little bit later. That's going to be a wrap here tonight. Thanks so much for joining the Cubbage Electric Plumbing and Construction Friday Night Lights on WMVO. Have a great night, everyone.
They got it.